the Mudcats starting 9. Leading off, center fielder Bronson Balholm, Mike Benavides in right, Jake Tandy at third base, Jeff Hoffman, the shortstop, Ben Pernetti, Nate Schwartz, Josh Pernetti, Luke Piazza, and Nico Castrillo. First pitch from Cody Perry in there for a strike. Your first pitch time and temperature brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to that Old Town vibe since the early 1900s. 4:01 is your start time. 88 degrees and sunny. 0-1 in there for a strike. Cody Perry bouncing ahead of Bronson Balholm. 0-2.
Yeah, that's what Cody Perry will do on the year. 1-0, 6.60 record, 17 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 15 innings pitched.
Yesterday, Bronson Balholm was 1 for 5. 1 for 5, an RBI and a walk. The 0-2 hit on the ground pretty sharply to Max Farfan. On the backhand, long throw to first is in time for out number 1. Crawdads defense looks a little something like this. Outfield left to right, Cole Fellows, Ryan Ellis in center field, Brian Duroff in right. Infield third to first, Max Farfan, Griffin Harrison. Charlie Welch, Emmett Finney, and Nico Button behind the plate. Here's Mike Benavides, the right fielder. First pitch fastball misses in, 1-0 to the right fielder. On the year, 337, no home runs and 8 RBIs. Yesterday was 2 for 6, a couple of RBIs. 1-0 from the righty Perry. Slider swung on and missed to even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fun comeback win for the Crawdads yesterday. Scored 5 in the 9th. Take the lead by 4. 1-1 from Perry. Another slider, this one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Talked about the race against the sunset. And, yeah, it truly was. Had to get the game over with by 8:30. And they had, 8 minutes to play the bottom of the 9th?
Yeah, it was impressive.
2-1 from Perry. Changeup tapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cody Perry's a 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, changeup, in that order in terms of how much he uses them. But he's a strike thrower. I know I mentioned that already. He's a guy that will pepper the zone with strikes. He pitches fearlessly. And I think against a team like the Solano Mudcats who struggle at the dish, that's kind of what you have to do.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball swung on and missed. First strikeout of the day for Cody Perry. That's out number 2 here in the first.
Yeah, just a great start from Cody Perry. Went with the slider, curveball up high, whatever it was. It broke a lot, and Benavides was way early on it.
Here's Jake Tandy, today's third baseman for the Mudcats. Yesterday, 3 for 4, had an RBI, but was one of the bright spots in this lineup and one of 6 Mudcats with multi-hit game. Here's a changeup, swung on and missed. 0-1 to the righty third baseman. 0-1 from Perry. Slider hit on the ground left side. Farfan can't have it. It's Harrison, but he under his glove and into left field. So it should be a 2-out single for Jake Tandy. And the Mudcats have something going with 2 down.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to poke your bat at a slider and put it in play. You know, that one was not hit all that hard, but it was hit to the left side, right in between Griffin Harrison and Max Farfan. I think even if if Harrison makes a play on it, you know, his momentum going to his right away from the first base bag, still no play he has on that one.
Here's the cleanup hitter, Jeff Hoffman, the shortstop. First pitch, fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. 400, a home run, and 5 RBIs for Jeff Hoffman. Yesterday, had a great day at the plate. Went 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. Here's the 0-1 from Perry. Curveball bends in there for a strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first inning. No score between the Mudcats and Crawdads at Monte Vista High School. Runner on first is Jake Tandy. Here's the 0-2 slider outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jeff Hoffman.
Don't hate the slider there, you know, trying to get that chase. Change the eye levels off the outside of the plate. Now you can throw something inside, go back to that changeup.
1-2. Slider swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in the first for Cody Perry. Mudcats don't score. Crawdads coming up at Monte Vista High School. Bottom of the first inning, Mudcats got a runner on, but could not score with 2 away in the top half. Crawdads are coming up. This is what their lineup looks like. It'll be Ryan Ellis leading off in center field. Brian Duroff out in right batting second. Ryan Brome is the designated hitter. He bats third. The cleanup hitter, Max Farfan at third base. Cole Fellows in left batting fifth. Griffin Harrison at short batting sixth. Charlie Welch, the second baseman, batting seventh. Nico Button doing the catching with Emmett Finney rounding it out. These Crawdad 9 will have to face Brian Arancha.
On the summer, Brian Arancha, an 0-1 record, a 4.39 ERA. He's been solid, 12 strikeouts in his 14 1/3 innings. The big issue, 15 walks.
You'll have to face a Crawdad offense which is amongst the top in all of the CCL. 299, 420, 466 slash line, 866 team OPS. Here comes Ryan Ellis, who, well, had another good day yesterday. 2 for 5, brought his average up to exactly 400 on the season. He's got 3. And 8.54 team ERA is last in the CCL. 2.12 WHIP last in the CCL is the 0-1, misses low. And the 318 batting average against is all last in the CCL.
Do want to clarify, you did say the Lincoln Potters. You did mean the Solano Mudcats,
did mean the Solano
Just making
Mudcats,
sure.
yes. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ellis. Fastball, ground ball up the middle. Ranging is Jeff Hoffman from behind the second base bag in time to first for the first out. The Mudcats defense from, or outfield, left to right, Luke Piazza, Bronson Balholm, Mike Benavides. That's the outfield left to right. Infield third to first, Jake Tandy, Jeff Hoffman, Nico Castrillo, and Josh Pernetti. Doing the catching is Nate Schwartz. Here comes Brian Duroff, the right fielder, 271, a couple of home runs, and 19 runs batted in. First pitch from Arancha in the dirt and gets to the backstop, 1-0. Duroff, his last 4 games, hitting in at 286, 412 on base, and 356 slugging. Is starting to pick it up quite a bit. Had a kind of a lull, a down period for a bit, but on his way back. Here's the 1-0 from Arancha. Fastball, ground ball, left side, past the dive of Jeff Hoffman into left field. 1 out base hit for Brian Duroff.
That's what Brian Duroff does when he's right at the plate. He'll just put the ball in play. I mentioned it in the top half of the inning. Sometimes that's all you need to do, put the ball in play, and the baseball gods will gift you one, or you'll be talented enough to make something happen. So he does that there. That's what he did a lot of last summer. It's good to see him, like you said, start to do that a little bit this summer as well.
It's a 3-man umpiring crew today. Ron Mosso behind the plate, Constantine Bartlett at first base, and Matt Bullis at third. Here's Ryan Brome, the designated hitter. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch fastball catches the outer half. 0-1. Brome has been very, very solid. 327, 6 home runs, 40 RBIs.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
0-1 to the lefty Brome. Fastball. Same spot, but lower. 1 ball, 1 strike. Probably the best hitter in the clutch is this Ryan Brome. And, yeah, the RBIs will tell you that story. Works here. 1 out. Runner on first base, and Brian Duroff. Throw over to first, but back in a dive is Brian. Yesterday, Brome was 0 for 3, did have an RBI. One and one from Arancha, fastball, up and out, 2-1.
I think Brome is looking to get it going more consistently a little bit. Like, he's had some really big games, but then he's also had some quiet games like yesterday. Of course, he still finds a way to impact the game, even when he's not going 3 for 5.
2-1, big swing at a changeup, but he comes up empty-handed, 2-2.
Mudcats have definitely done their scouting. The outfield looks like shifted to the left, a lot of space on the right field line.
Brome this year, Majority of his hits come to that left side, the home runs to center field, one to right center field. A couple of ground ball singles through the right side as well. Here's the 2-2 curveball, fouled in and out of Nate Schwartz's glove, so we'll do the 2-2 again.
Staying alive, doing his thing.
Bottom of the first inning, no score between the Mudcats and Crawdads here at Monte Vista High School. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arancha delivers a fastball hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Luke Piazza onto the track. He's able to make the catch just in front of the warning track for out number 1. Duroff not tagging, retreats to first, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, it's a really nice play by Piazza, just ranging over to his right, to his backhand side, able to make the catch. Brom gave it a ride, but sometimes just like if you put the ball in play and you get lucky, sometimes you get unlucky. Put the ball in play, crushed it to left field, just probably got hung up a little bit in the slight wind.
Here's Max Farfan, the third baseman, and arguably the hottest hitter on this Crawdads team. On the season, up to 239, 7 home runs, and 26 RBIs. First pitch from Brian Arancha. We'll have to wait as there's a throw over to first. Pretty close, but Brian Duroff back, diving.
2 very different ways to spell Brian.
Yeah.
Brian Arancha, B-R-A-Y-A-N.
Yep. Another throw over. This one very close, but Duroff just sneaks his hand into the bag.
Brian Duroff, B-R-I-A-N. Arancha's got a good move.
It's quick.
Especially for a righty, especially for a guy that's a two-way player. Saw him at second yesterday. We've seen him at first. We've seen him at DH.
First pitch to Farfan in the dirt, gets away from Schwartz. Going to second is Duroff. He is in. The throw was late, so wild pitch allows Duroff to advance into scoring position.
Good read by Brian Duroff. Really didn't get that far away from Nate Schwartz, but he knew he had time to kind of cruise into second, maybe save a little energy. We're Farfan to hit one to the outfield, try to get a 2-out jump and put the Crawdads on top early.
Yesterday on his 21st birthday, Max Farfan, 3 for 3, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs. Have a day. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Farfan calls time, steps out, takes a deep breath, now back in. Arancha set at the belt. Here's the 1-0. Slider in the dirt again. Scoots past Schwartz, but not far enough for Duroff to advance 2-0 to Max Farfan.
Max Farfan, right-hand pitching killer. A 946 OPS, a 526 slug against righties this summer. In his 9 hits, only 2 of them have not gone for extra bases. 5 doubles, 2 home runs.
Wow. I think he likes the righties. Here's the 2-0 hitters friendly count from Brian Arancha. Curveball, good curveball in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, you want to talk about reverse splits. Max Farfan just one hit in his 7 at-bats against lefties. However, was a home run.
Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second base. Arancha, the righty, working to Farfan, also a righty. Fastball, outer half, that's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty perfect 2-1 pitch. Just a fastball right on the outside. Nothing Farfan can do with that pitch.
Infield, outfield, straight up on this sunny day in Danville, California. Here's the 2-2 to Farfan. Fastball popped up right side, but foul. We'll do the 2-2 again. Today, much better weather than what we've seen here in the past. Last week, up in the hundreds. Today, just 88. Feels like 75.
You have 88?
Yeah.
Man, our thermometers are very off.
What was yours?
82.
Wow. 2-2, fastball, chopped to the right side. The second baseman on 3 hops, Nico Castrillo, fields it, goes to first, wild throw, but Josh Pernetti keeps his foot on the bag to retire the side. Crawdads get a runner in scoring position, but cannot convert with 2 outs. We're going to the top of the second. No score after 1. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Mudcats in the second. They'll be facing Cody Perry in his second inning of work. A couple of Pernetti brothers due up, Ben Pernetti, Nate Schwartz, and then Josh Pernetti. First pitch to Ben. Change up, outer half. That's a strike, 0-1.
I'm just so excited to see the Pernetti brothers again.
I am too. Josh especially. 0-1. Good change up in the dirt. Wild swing and a miss, 0-2.
You know, Brent Cummings mentioned at the start of the summer, Cody Perry is a guy that he thinks can be a really big piece to this team. We saw it yesterday with Antoine Valerio. These guys that aren't D1 names, aren't big, like, household names by any means.
0-2. Fastball high and tight, 1 and 2.
But guys that can just compete and guys that are hungry to get more innings and to get better.
Perry's best outing came on June 29th against the Packers, which he went 2 innings. Scoreless, couple of strikeouts. Here's a changeup. Outer half. That is strike 3. 3 strikeouts already for Cody Perry. Ben Pernetti goes down looking.
Yeah, Pernetti didn't think so, but it was kind of right down the middle.
Home plate umpire Ron Masso was very late on the strike 3 call.
Ron Masso, part of the all-time greatest umpiring crew. Stanky and the Rons.
Here's Nate Schwartz. Right-handed catcher. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. Schwartz on the year, 235, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in, and yesterday had a good day in which he went 2 for 6 with a double and 4 RBIs. Here's the 0-1, misses outside, 1-1.
And in that 2 for 6, proved that you can have a good day with hat trick.
Yep, had the hat trick. 3 strikeouts yesterday, 1-1. Curveball weaves its way into the zone, 1-2. One-two offering for the third straight at bat. Fastball swung on and missed. Cody Perry, 5 strikeouts through 2 2/3. He's got it rolling.
Yeah, just blew the fastball by him at the top of the zone. A great spot. You know, he's rolling. He's doing his thing.
Here's Josh Pernetti, the first baseman.
So excited.
This is
so happy he's here.
An all-time matchup, Cody Perry versus Josh Pernetti. 2 fan favorites. First pitch from the righty Perry, chopped on the ground right side. Right, not Ryan Ellis, it's Charlie Welch. He fields, goes to first in time. Couple of strikeouts in the second for Cody Perry. The Mudcats go down 1-2-3. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0. Brian Arancha back out for his second inning of work. Cole Fellows, Griffin Harrison, and Charlie Welch. First pitch swung on and driven to left, but foul by Cole Fellows. 0-1 to the lefty left fielder. 304, couple of home runs, 25 runs batted in, and yesterday had 3 runs batted in. Went 1 for 4 with a double. 0-1 from Arancha. Another fastball chopped to the right side. Second baseman Nico Castrillo fields on the low hop, throws to first on the run in time for 3 putout to start the second.
You know, it doesn't always look pretty for Nico Castrillo at second base, but he does his job. Good hands, strong arm for a second baseman.
Here comes Griffin Harrison, the shortstop. 312, 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in on the summer. Yesterday came in and went 0 for 0. Got walked, got hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs.
And this is my pick the stick.
Alrighty. First pitch curveball to him, misses up and in, 1-0.
Before the break, Griffin Harrison was hitting .373 in conference play.
1-0 from the righty Arancha. Curveball inside, straightens up Harrison, 2-0.
Since then, just 2 for 7. So not bad by any means, but why not? Get something started. Hit .370 again.
2-0. Another curveball. This one catches the zone, 2-1.
It's a pretty tight, firm curveball from Brian Arancha. It's impressive because he's a guy that we've seen at the plate a lot. Haven't seen much on the mound, but you know I like his stuff.
He's got a good one. I can't tell if it's the slider or the curveball, whatever it is. He goes back to it here, swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Griffin Harrison. Two from Arancha. Curveball again inside. That'll fill it up. 3-2.
I think the big thing is you want to get Harrison going before you face Lincoln and Healdsburg.
Yeah.
Get him some confidence.
Guy at the bottom of order can do some damage. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. First strikeout of the day for Brian Arancha. And Griffin Harrison takes with him out number 2 of the bottom of the second.
Yeah, you see where Arancha, has good stuff. He's got almost a strikeout an inning this summer. He's got one of the lower ERAs on this team. He's one of only 5 pitchers on this team with a ERA below league average. So, he's a dude.
Here's Charlie Welch, the second baseman, making his first start as a Crawdad of the summer. Came in as a pinch hitter yesterday, went 1 for 1. First pitch to him here, fastball low, 1-0. Then got hit in the helmet later in the game. Kind of scary, back-to-back with Tyson Pointer.
And he's wearing Ryan Featherson's number.
He is the 1-0 fastball in there, or misses inside, 2-0. Wow, didn't miss by much.
No. Oh, that missed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I had just written a strike.
I did too, because it was.
I thought I saw him trigger.
Me too.
Okay. My bad, Ron.
2-0 from Brian Arancha. Good curveball. That's a strike. 2-1.
Now neither of us have to write anything. We both went to go write a strike and then realized.
Yep. 2-1. Curveball tapped foul into the Crawdads dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crawdads wearing the red tops with the black letters, white outlines, and Mudcats blue tops, gray pants, red hats. 2-2. Curveball misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Nate Schwartz did not do Brian Arancha any favors there.
No.
None. None favors.
Brian Arancha trying to work a scoreless 1-2-3 inning. Is in a 3-2 count with Charlie Welch. Here it is to the plate. Curveball misses high, ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but Charlie Welch is on first base for Nico Button.
Ice cream.
He's your Meadowlark Dairy player of the game.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
With that walk, someone just won a free ice cream. We will announce the number shortly.
Here's Nico Button, the catcher, who has very, very quietly had one of the best years, I think, on this team. He's hitting .292, no real power, but 9 RBIs, no home runs for him. Righty on lefty, so a favorable matchup. First pitch fastball popped up to left field. Sprinting in is Luke Piazza towards the line. It's going to land a fair ball. Charlie Welch being waved into third. He's there. Throw is cut off. Into second base is Nico Button. First pitch he sees, he doubles, and there's 2 runners in scoring position for Emmett Finney.
What do you mean no power from Nico Button? That was a, just a really lazy pop-up, kind of reminiscent of what Joey Donnelly did late game yesterday. This one a little less of a cheapie of a base hit, but hey, it does the job, does the trick.
So Charlie Welch on third, Nico Button on second for Emmett Finney, who has struggled a little bit at the plate this year. Today he's playing first base, and on the year, hitting 180, a home run, 5 RBIs. He is 1 for his last 3 with a home run. Last time out for him was on the 16th. He went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. This one gets away from the catcher, Nate Schwartz. 1 run will score, and the Crawdads take a 1-0 lead in the second on the pass ball.
Nah, wild pitch. Pass ball? Did I just miss it?
Yeah, it was off his glove, dude.
It looked like it bounced. It looked like a slider.
I think
It looked way outside.
Not
Okay,
bounced.
okay.
Austin Bergeron says pass ball, so that's what we're going with.
What does Austin Bergeron know?
I don't know, a thing or two about pitching, probably.
I don't know.
So Nico Button moves up 90 feet to third. 1-0 count for Emmett Finney. Homered against this very Mudcats team in a blowout win here at Monte Vista. 1-0 fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Generous call.
Yeah, wow, I was going to right ball. I'm about to say 2-0. Caught me by surprise. Here's the 1-1 from Arancha working out of the windup. Fastball on the inner half, call it a strike, 1-2.
Andy Mack always says, when have you ever complained about an ump calling too many strikes?
Right now. 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner on third. Fastball swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brian Arancha, but the Crawdads, with some help on the pass ball, score a run and break the scoreless tie. We're going to the top of the third inning, 1-0 Dads at Monte Vista. It's taken Cody Perry 23 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 for the Mudcats here in the top of the third inning. Luke Piazza, Nico Castrillo, and Bronson Balholm are the 3 Cats due up. First pitch to the left fielder is popped up on the infield in foul ground. Moving over is Max Farfan, and the bullpen is able to make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Cody Perry here in the third.
I love it. Perry's been very economical. Okay, is it economical or econom? It's economical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah. Very economical through 2 innings, 2 1/3 now. It's a great pitch count to be after 2 1/3 innings. You know, this is a pitch count where we've seen guys be after an inning.
Yep. First pitch to Nico Castrillo, the second baseman. He takes a strike, 0-1. Castrillo has not played a whole lot this summer, just 1 for 9, a couple of RBIs. Played against the Crawdads on July 10th, went 0 for 1. 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2.
Fearless.
I'm interested. You know, he keeps working like this. I'm curious to see how deep he'll be able to go in this game. The 0-2 pitch, slider chopped on the left side. Farfan has some trouble with it, spins, throws the first in time. Nice recovery by Max Farfan to retire Nico Castrillo for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a great play by Farfan. You could kind of tell with the indecision by Farfan over at third that he was going to have trouble with it. Do I get the medium hop? Do I get the short hop? Ended up trying to go with the short hop. Couldn't field it cleanly. But still, he has a cannon at third base. He was able to spin around, make the strong throw. That's all that matters in the end.
Here's Bronson Balholm, center fielder coming back up, was Also a victim of the 5-3 putout to start the ball game. That's from the left side here against Cody Perry. Last time out for Cody Perry was against this team. Went 3 innings, so the curveball in there for a strike. And like I was saying, curious to see because he hasn't how long he's going to go. He hasn't thrown more than 3 innings in a game this summer. Has hit that 3 mark multiple times. But like you said, he's been economical. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 0-1 count to Bronson Balholm. Outside, 1-1.
Yeah, and he wants to just get it and go, and you can see he gets a little frustrated whenever he has to step off the mound. Balholm's taking too long. He'll take a step off, take a big breath. It's his game.
1-1. Change up at the knees. That's a strike. 1-2. A beautiful change up fell off the table for strike.
He's looked really good today. I think, there's a little bit of a caveat always when you're facing a team like the Mudcats who are not great, just a 687 team OPS, but like he's throwing strikes and he's working quick and he's working hard.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is grounded to the right side, sawed off. Balholm, the second baseman. Welch goes to first in time. The second straight 1-2-3 inning for Cody Perry. The Mudcats do not score. We're going bottom 3. Ellie, Duroff, and Brome, the 3 dads, due up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Brian Arancha, who's been pretty solid today, is back out for his 3rd inning of work. Gave up the run in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The pass ball got by Nate Schwartz with 2 outs. Unfortunate, but here comes Ryan Ellis, who started the game, grounding out to the shortstop. First pitch to him here, swinging at a changeup and missing, 0-1.
Solid 3-pitch mix from Arancha. Whoa.
Wow, you good?
Whoa.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball hit hard on the ground right side on 4 hops. Nico Castrillo has it, goes to first. And a quick out number 1 in the 3rd.
Nico Castrillo, kind of like me on a broadcast where like it ends up going through in the right way, but it's just kind of awkward. Like, yeah, whatever I just said.
Yeah, what? Yeah. I'm going to act like I know what you meant by that.
No, like I'll stutter a little bit and just kind of
stutter. I stutter.
Jump over my words.
I've got that. Here's Brian Duroff. Singled back in the 1st inning. 1 out for him. Curveball. Bends in. It's called a strike. 0-1 to the righty Duroff.
Where has Brian Arancha been for Solano all summer?
He's carving. And, well, he has been good this summer. Talked about it a little bit. 0-1. Slider swung on and missed. Ugly swing out of Brian Duroff.
Yeah, if you get Brian Duroff to chase like that, you're doing something right. Pitch that started at the knees on the outside, dropped down to his feet, way off the outside in the left-handed batter's box.
For Arancha, a lot of starts against the Stompers, Admirals, 1 against the Potters. couple against us, is this one is highly chopped to the left side. Jake Tandy fields the high up, goes to first, and it's dug out by Josh Pernetti on the other end. 2 up, 2 down to start the bottom of the third.
Nice play. Tandy, a little bit of indecision there. Didn't know whether he whether he should let it go over his head or try to make a play on that one, but I think it ended up being hit less high than he thought it was off the bat. Still was able to set his feet, make a strong throw over to first or off, not the most fleet of foot.
4-3 and 5-3 bring up Ryan Brome, who's 0 for 1, flew out to left. First pitch fouled back straight behind home plate, 0-1. Oh.
It's like the videos of the cans rolling down the staircase.
Oh, yeah. 0-1 to Brome. Fastball line right back up the middle. Snagging it is Jeff Hoffman from behind second base to first, dug out by Josh Pernetti. No, they're going to say he was off the bag. Wow, and Josh Pernetti is in the face of Constantine Bartlett because, wow.
What an unbelievable play on both ends. First by Hoffman to be able to dive and get that ball. And then, I mean, I think Pernetti stuck his foot on when he made the pick.
Pernetti is having a conversation with anybody that will listen. Now talking to Matt Bullis right around in between first and second. Ron Masso and Constantine Bartlett will have a word. Now comes Matt Bullis to discuss that play. It was hit very well off the bat of Ryan Brome. Jeff Hoffman took a few steps, dove to his left, knocked it down, got right up, threw to first, and Pernetti dug it out. Looked like he kept his foot on. No replay, so we're not, completely sure. But from here, I mean, you heard it. I called him out. We'll wait and see. If it stands, it should be an infield single for Ryan Brome.
This seems like one that might be overturned.
I don't know. Because it was close at first, but wow, they're going to call him safe. So an infield 2-out single for Ryan Brome. He's on board with, a controversial base hit.
Yeah, a tremendous play on both ends of that. Good job by Brome to hustle it out. And I mean, he hit it so hard, he deserves to be rewarded with a base hit.
Yeah.
But
well, instead, it'll be a runner on and 2 outs for Max Farfan, who chopped into a 4-3 putout to end the first inning. First pitch, slide step, curveball misses low. 1 ball, no strikes to Farf.
I'm almost rooting for Josh Pernetti over at first.
Yeah, I want him to do something special.
And that was something special.
And
he didn't get his time to shine.
That was unfortunate because very nice athletic play. 1-0 to Farfan. Slider waved at and missed. 1-1.
Not a guy that looks the most athletic over at first, but like elite athlete over there. Little Pablo Sandoval.
Yeah. Not Boston Red Sox Pablo
No.
Sandoval.
Giants, like rookie Pablo Sandoval.
I don't hate that comp. Time is called by Max Farfan. He steps out, adjusts his sunglasses, the helmet, taps the plate a few times, and is ready. Mudcat infield shifted slightly to the left with the third baseman, Jake Tandy, pretty much on the line. 1-1 will have to wait. We'll throw over, but back standing is Ryan Brome. Brome, pretty good speed, got caught stealing yesterday. Got a little bit aggressive on a ball in the dirt. Small lead off first for him here. I'd be surprised to see him run. He's not. 1-1 slider in there for a strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 Crawdads lead. Here's the pitch. Change up in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Schwartz. Taking off for a second is Brome. Throw is late. Brome is safe. Stolen base for Ryan Brome. He's in scoring position with 2 away.
I think more than a stolen base, just a good read from Ryan Brome. Probably going to be called a wild pitch.
It was interesting because
he stopped and started, but he had a good secondary that allowed him to be ready to run.
Looked like he wanted to go, little late break for second, shut it down. Saw that pitch in the dirt and took off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryan Brome, the runner on second. Hottest hitter for the Crawdads, trying to cash in and extend this Crawdads lead. Here's the 2-2. Curveball over the head of Max Farfan. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Long look to the plate for Brian Arancha. He comes set at the belt. Peers at Ryan Brome at second. Now delivers the 3-2 curveball. Strike 3 taken. Max Farfan thought he had ball 4 instead. That strikeout looking ends the 3rd inning. So the Crawdads do not score on a hit. They leave a runner in scoring position. When we come back, Austin Oda going to be taking over on play-by-play. 1-0 Crawdads lead at Monte Vista High School.
Michael Benavides, Jake Tandy, Jeff Hoffman to hit for Solano, who trails 1-0 in the top of the first. First pitch from Cody Perry is a fastball at the knees, 0-1.
KP's been good. He's been rolling. Back out for the 4th.
This is his 11th batter. He has 10 first pitch strikes.
That's good.
0-1, changeup swung over the top of from Benavides, 0-2. Benavides is 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat. A little bit of a breeze starting to get into the broadcast booth, so
it's nice.
A little more comfortable now. Long wait from Perry. Now the 0-2. Down low, 1-2.
Yeah, Cody Perry has pretty much done it with every single pitch. Fastball, curveball. Looks like a slider and the changeup. They've all been fantastic for him today. Locating them all at the knees, down below the zone.
1-2. Fastball down and away, 2-2. Might have been the slider.
Yeah, only 2 2-ball counts.
Both to Michael Benavides.
Yeah.
The 2-2. Slider chopped to the left side. Griffin Harrison gets a big second hop. Will sling it over to first. It's high, and Finney can't bring it down. It's going to be an error on Griffin Harrison.
Yeah, tough one, because that's a high chopper. Should be an out 9 times out of 10, and that was the 1 time out of 10. Sometimes you just overthink it, get that high hop, and it's easy to sail the throw, thinking you have to rush. Good try by Emmett Finney trying to bring that one back down.
That'll bring up Jake Tandy, the only guy who has a hit in the Solano lineup today. He's 1 for 1, singled on an 0-1 fastball to the left side. First pitch he sees here is lined over the head of Griffin Harrison into left field, a base hit. Ryan Ellis cuts it off in left center. He will hold both runners. They're not going to test him whatsoever. So it's back-to-back base runners for Solano here in the 4th.
I am still not used to seeing Ryan Ellis out in the outfield. I know you said he played right field last year, but
no, he played 1 inning in right field.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
It's weird.
It is, Brome. I've seen Griffin Harrison. I think Fellows.
Casey
Cummings. But on straight backup center fielders, never would I think Ryan Ellis.
Here's Jeff Hoffman, struck out in his first at bat. Chops the first pitch too short, could be 2. Harrison goes to a knee, goes to 1. Goes to second for 1. Welch back to first. It's in time. A double play. 6-4-3 on the first pitch to Jeff Hoffman. There's a runner on third with 2 outs.
That's the good old tailor-made double play. Slow little bouncer to Harrison. Has to get that out quick. He does. Good turn by Charlie Welch, getting that to Emmett Finney at first in time. Let Cody Perry try and work a scoreless inning.
Here's Ben Pernetti, struck out in his first at bat, swings through a good changeup that dropped below the knees, 0-1.
Man, that's very good pitch. And you're wondering when the Mudcats might start to sit on it.
0-1, changeup on the outside, 0-2.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It was outside.
It was outside. Not a strike, but a strike.
Perry's 0-2. Fly to the left side, foul. Brunetti stays alive.
I like Ben,
Josh is better.
but Josh is, I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm sorry. Josh is just so awesome.
Yeah. Big choke up on the bat from Ben Pernetti. Like 3 or 4 inches. Time is called at the plate. He's like Patrick Sandoval, minus the fact that Patrick and Pablo aren't related.
Yeah.
Just, the other Sandoval.
Okay.
It's like fun, but like
Okay, yeah.
it's not as fun. The 0-2. Fastball up high, 1-2.
Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr.-esque.
Are you saying that Ben Pernetti is Josh Pernetti's dad?
I'm just like, throwing things out there.
Perry's 1-2 to the plate is foul tipped back behind home plate. We'll do it again.
I mean, you never know. I haven't seen Ben up close. Could be middle age.
Who's another? I like the Super Mario Bros. Comp.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Like-
one.
Ben is Luigi. Josh is Mario.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Change up, popped up left side. Max Farfan sprinting over, but it's going to drop over by the Mudcats dugout. Shintaro Fujinami has been traded.
2.
Baltimore.
Ooh.
Which means that he's going to become like one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yeah, so that means that they are no longer going to be trading for Josh Hader. Bummer.
I mean, you don't know that.
Probably not.
Perry sets at the belt from the windup. Takes a long look in, and the 1-2 is line to second base. Charlie Welch goes to a backhand to get it on the run, throws to first in time to retire Ben Pernetti. A leadoff error, then a single, but 2 phenomenal plays, a double play and a tremendous stop by Charlie Welch, and it's a scoreless inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th, 1-0 Crawdads. Bottom half of the 4th inning, it's a 1-0 Crawdads lead, but they're going to try to extend it with Cole Fellows, Griffin Harrison, and Charlie Welch due up. It's Cole Fellows and 2 guys who made really, really nice plays in the last inning. Charlie Welch, one of the better plays I feel like we've seen on the infield this summer. Cole Fellows leading off is 0 for 1. Arancha through 3 innings. He's been good, has 3 strikeouts, given up 3 hits. Has only walked 1 guy. Righty on lefty, Arancha to Fellows. The first pitch of the bottom of the 4th inning is spiked with a fastball. A 55-footer.
Yeah, just about. Hey, we got a good old-fashioned pitching duel between some aces.
The 1-0. Down and away, 2-0.
Who doesn't love that?
2 balls and no strikes to Cole Fellows. Crawdads leading 1-0, looking to extend their lead. The 2-0 slider swung over the top of 2-1. We learned yesterday that Crawdads can never have too big of a lead.
Yeah, hey, that's CCL baseball for you. You got to be able to get 27 outs.
It's kind of how baseball works.
Yeah.
The 2-1 popped up left side on the infield. The third baseman, Jake Tandy, drifts into foul territory right next to the third base bag, makes the catch for the first out.
It was a little wild yesterday. Well, no, it was very wild
Yeah, I was
yesterday.
going to say, a little is putting it nicely.
That 9th inning is, I don't think I've ever seen that in anything above like 12U baseball. Yeah. It was pretty bizarre. Pretty awesome, I will say.
Griffin Harrison is 0 for 1 today with the strikeout, the first of 3 from Arancha so far. First pitch in his second at bat. He's at the knees with the fastball, 0-1. Arancha to Harrison. Defense is straight up. Shallow in left field is Luke Piazza. The 0-1 is down and out. 1-1.
Hey, yeah. Come in a few steps with that outfield. The wind kind of really blowing in straight from center. Going to hold up the balls in the air.
1-1. Harrison swings through a slider. 1-2. Some action in the Crawdads bullpen. Ryan Delaney is getting loose. Of 0-2 strikes to Harrison. Looks like the infield is actually playing pretty deep at third base. Jake Tandy has his heels about 2 feet from the edge of the grass at third. The shortstop Hoffman is on the grass. Second baseman Castrillo does the same. First baseman Josh Pernetti is about halfway between the grasses. The 1-2. Harrison pops it up back behind home plate. Nate Schwartz shades his eyes with his glove, throws the mask off, and makes the catch. A nice play for the second out.
Yeah, it's a very nice play. It's a very tough play back there, too. It plays behind home plate, pop-ups behind home plate are always fun. Well, with the sun, they're even more fun. You got to do a lot. Got to get rid of that mask, shade the sun, find the fence. And Nate Schwartz, nice play.
That'll bring up Charlie Welch, who's still yet to be retired in his Crawdads career. 1 for 1, a walk, a hit by pitch. Scored a couple times, scored the only run of the day. Also just made a terrific play at second base defensively. First pitch of his second plate appearance is a slider at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, hey, he's making a good impression. Brant Cummings just finds a way to get infielders that field their position very well.
The 0-1. Fastball at the knees, on the outside, 0-2.
I mean, you think about it, John and Cam, who are no longer playing as of right now. Cam, there's still that possibility, but both two guys that if there was a gold glove, they would be in that category.
0-2 smash towards the left side. That's going to drop into center field for a base hit. Takes a big hop up to Bronson Ballhome, but it's the fourth hit of the day for the Crawdads. It's the first for Charlie Welch.
And that's just such a sweet swing, driving that into the left center gap. This kid's got something to prove, and he's playing like it right now. Made that spectacular play at second, a barrel into the left center gap. Man, I wish we had TrackMan because that was hit on the screws pretty well.
Solano has TrackMan. They just don't give it to us.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
So here's Nico Button, who doubled in his first at bat. Still no runs batted in for the Crawdads today. Of course, only one run on the board. Came home to score, did Charlie Welch on a pass ball. First pitch to Button is on the inside at the knees, 0-1. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that about Crawdads infielders being so good defensively, because last year,
not the case.
Not the case at all. It was a poor defensive infield, but Brant has made a conceded effort. Pickoff move back in at first as Welch to improve that.
Yeah, what do they say?
Not the right word.
Defense wins
Inserted,
champions.
sorry. I said that and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, defense does win championships. Yeah. So does good grammar, correct word choice.
Yeah, not cutting off your color guy.
My bad.
It's all good, bro.
The 0-1. Welch goes from first, pitches down and in. Schwartz up, throws to second. Not in time. Good throw by Schwartz, but Welch seals his first bag of the summer.
Hey, yeah, throw probably beat Charlie Welch to second base, but the tag a little bit late, the throw a little bit high, and he's able to sneak his foot in there. Nico Button, a chance with a runner in scoring position. Been all right in this spot, 267 batting average.
The 1-1. Down below the knees. Good block by Schwartz. 2-1.
A double with runners in scoring position.
Man, it's crazy how you get these numbers.
Yeah, you know, I worked really hard on these. 5 RBIs for Button. Stayed up really late.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
2-1 to Button. Line to left center field. Coming in is the left fielder Piazza. He trips, but he makes the catch. Bill of the cap high for the third out. The Crawdads have a couple barrels, but only a hit to show for it. They strand a runner on second. Cody Perry's back out for his 5th inning of work when we come back. 1-0 Crawdads lead. Top half of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Crawdads, and they'll give the ball back to Cody. No. It's not his name. It's not Cardi.
No, it's not.
Not Playboy,
Cody.
nor Cardi B. Cody Perry.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Nate Schwartz, also awesome. Leads off here in the top of the 5th. 4 strikeouts through 4 innings for Perry. Takes a first pitch slider off the outside, 1-0. It's 1-0 Crawdads. 0-2-0. Runs hits errors for Solano. 1-4-1 for Walnut Creek. The 1-0. Change up just a little outside and a little low. 2-0.
Another changeup. Started at the knees, down below the zone. I think in a 1-1, 1-2 count, you get that swing.
2-0 off the outside again with a changeup. 3-0.
I think Schwartz is sitting one pitch, and I think it's the heater.
This is the first 3-ball count Cody Perry's been in today. 3-0. Fastball fouled off to the right. Surprised to see Schwartz pull the trigger.
Yeah, and don't worry, your car's safe.
Yeah.
A little bit long.
3-1 to Schwartz. Tapper right side. Over to get it is Charlie Welch. No one's covering first. Perry covers first and retires Nate Schwartz down the first base line. It's a 4-1 putout. Emmett Finney looks a little confused.
Yeah, kind of got caught in the little no man's land. Cody Perry did a good job jumping off the mound. Thought he had a chance of getting that when it got past him. Does a great job. Just keep running to the bag. Get to the bag. And good thing because, well, Emmett Finney got a little bit lost. Went for that ball and then got called off by Charlie. So, all in all, out number 1.
First pitch to Pernetti is up and away with the fastball.
And
1-0.
the most important part about baseball is the result. Doesn't matter what it looks like. 4-1, you don't see it often.
1-0, good. Changeup swung on and missed. 1-1.
But, hey, out number 1.
Ball and a strike to Pernetti. Again, over 1 today. Perry's 1-1. He is hit high, deep to center field, sending Ryan Ellis back at the warning track. He looks up, it's gone. A left center field home run for Josh Pernetti, and we are tied at 1 in the 5th.
I'll tell you, Josh got robbed of that spectacular defensive play at first base a couple of innings ago. And he says, well, I want to tie it. So he does. A beautiful stroke to center field to knot it up at 1.
The Mudcats have 2 home runs this summer against Crawdads pitching. That one, and Tyler Toby's all the way back in Cody Perry's last appearance in Solano.
Wow.
Here's Luke Piazza, who's 0 for 1 today.
Not exactly Fred Warner right there.
First pitch to Piazza. Fastball off the outside, 1-0. And no, we're not talking about the 49ers linebacker. We're
Missed a
talking
lot
about
yesterday, Kobe. You
the
missed a
utility player for 6 teams over his 6-year career from 1875 to 1881. The 1-0. Curveball at the knees, 1-1. Should we tell that story again?
lot. Yeah, I mean,
No.
go for it. We'll tell it in between innings.
Brand new ball game, the 1-1 to Piazza's poked down the right field line, but that'll hook foul over 1 hop to the softball field, 1-2.
Cleaned out very early on that changeup. Bat head way out in front of that changeup. Good pitch.
Ryan Delaney's back throwing in the Crawdads bullpen. 1-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. 5th strikeout for Cody Perry.
Got it rolling. He has really got it going right now. So much fun to watch. I love watching pitchers that aren't going to overpower you, but are going to paint the corners, have a great changeup, a good changeup, best pitch in baseball in my opinion, and it's fun to watch. And yeah, that pitch has been effective today.
Here's Nico Castrillo. First pitch is down and away, 1-0.
Rare Brandt appearance in the booth.
I feel like this is not where he's supposed to be.
No.
1-0. Here's a fastball just below the knees on the outside, 2-0.
I was expecting, I don't know, Sean, Austin, Bergeron, maybe Ryan Troy. I told Dylan McShane to come up.
2-0. Looked like a changeup at the top of the zone, 2-1.
And no, it's Brandt. It's awesome.
2-1. Curveball up high, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tie game here in the 5th. The 3-1 is at the knees with the fastball, 3-2. Good job by Perry to bounce back.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Down 3-0. Battle back. Now finish the job.
3-2. Down low, ball 4. It's the first walk for Cody Perry. Comes here in the 5th with 2 outs. That'll bring up the top of the lineup, Bronson Ballholm.
Hey, that's how you know you're pitching well, because as effective as Cody Perry has been, he has struggled with the walks just a little bit. And we talked about his last appearance. Only walked 1. He's only walked 1 in his last 3. So he's been very good at just filling up the zone, getting strikes, getting outs, weak contact.
Ballholm is 0 for 2 today. Bats here with a runner on first. It's the go-ahead run. Still early in the ball game. First pitch to Ballholm. Fastball got it past him. 0-1. The 0-1. On the outside corner with the fastball, 0-2.
Hey, good bounce back pitches after the walk. Now ahead 0-2, and that was really interesting.
Brandt is gone now.
Did he?
I don't think he got ejected.
I don't.
The 0-2. Reached at, poked to left field. Colefellow started in, now goes back and to his right, makes the catch for the 3rd out. But Solano strikes for the first time today on a solo home run by Super Mario Bro. Josh Pernetti will head to the bottom of the 5th in a brand new ball game. We're all tied. This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care, large enough to compete. Only one other game going on right now. It's not the biggest in terms of the games going on tonight and what Walnut Creek wants to do, but Sonoma leads Bay Area 5-2 in the bottom of the third, and a couple other games about an hour from getting underway. Healdsburg-Lincoln game will be really watching when at 6:35. Emmett Finney leads off the fifth. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Arancha's first pitch is grounded to shortstop on 3 hops. Jeff Hoffman flubs it, goes, spins, throws to first, and it's not in time. Finney beats it out on the E6.
Hey, he'll reach base any way you can take it. Kind of struggling a little bit is Emmett Finney, but getting on base, hitting a ball. Well, I'd say he squared it up just on the ground. It was hit pretty solidly. Get on base for the top of the order. Successful. That is a successful at-bat.
Ryan Ellis is 0 for 2, in danger of breaking that perfect on-base streak.
I mean, it's only the 5th. He's got time. Seeing a pitcher for the 3rd time.
No action in the Mudcats bullpen. There was some throwing in the Crawdads bullpen. That likely Cody Perry's last inning. First pitch to Ellis is a fastball below the knees, 1-0.
First time he hasn't swung at that first pitch of an at-bat. Settle in a little bit. Work into the at-bat, see some pitches. He doesn't do that often. Doesn't like to.
No, he wants to hit.
Hates getting walked.
Doesn't believe in walks.
Interesting mentality to have, but hey, I respect it.
1-0. Ellis takes down low, 2-0. And for any college coaches that are listening, that's completely untrue.
Yeah, because he can walk. And he
takes a lot of walks.
Yeah, very good eye. It's just he sees a ball, and it's almost like he's disgusted. Just like, come on, throw me a strike. Let's go. Let's have some fun.
Pickoff move. Good move. But Finney's back in at first. He is not going anywhere.
No. Not with the top of the order up. Nobody out. 2-0 hitters count. Chance for Ellis to do some damage. Put a ball in the gap.
Arancha's 2-0 is going to have to wait. Pickoff move. Finney's back in on a dive. Really more of a belly flop.
Yeah, does not have a big lead off first.
No.
Don't think he wants to get picked off.
Ellis cracks this one to right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit and go all the way to the right field alley. Around second, heading for third is Finney. Ellis is going to be stuck on first. It's a single that moves Finney to third. Feels like it could have been more, but the grass just made the ball die in right center.
It actually shouldn't be either because a balk was called by Matt Bullis.
Oh, wow.
Balk was called before the pitch, and time was not, or the play was not stopped. And that's what is going to go be argued right here. But a balk was called, so Ellis should be awarded first base regardless. Or, excuse me.
Finney should be rewarded second.
Finney should be rewarded second. Yes, that's what I meant.
And I don't think they're going to argue anything.
That's really crazy because
So Austin Bergeron says you can decide what you want the result to be, like either a balk or the single stands. So sure. Then they would just say we want. Okay, that makes more sense.
That's really interesting.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. Wow.
So it'll be runners on first and third.
Wow.
Brian Arancha on the bump. Andy Mack says he took a home run away from Dontrell Willis in high school.
Umpire's dream.
The D train. Do you not know Dontrell Willis?
I know.
Okay, just making sure. You gave me a look that was
I know,
like,
the
oh,
Marlins.
yeah.
Big lefty.
Yeah. Had like
Wild
3 good years.
Yeah, wild leg kick.
Yeah.
Got used. He threw like 225 innings in his first 3 years, and yeah, come on now.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, come on.
There's a lefty warming up in the Mudcats bullpen. Probably not Dontrell Willis.
Not Dontrell.
First pitch to Duroff is a fastball down low, 1-0. It's Ellis on first, Finney on third. Good speed on first. Below average speed on third.
Wow.
But a ball to the outfield likely scores a run. The 1-0. Ellis goes from first. Roth takes off the outside. Schwartz pumps a throw to second, but it's not going to matter. Ellis is in with a steal. There's runners on second and third. Still no outs, and a 2-0 count to Brian Duroff.
Time to do some damage. Couple of runners on, couple of runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Lift the ball, get one into the outfield. Wind is sort of Died down that flag out in right centers. Moving around a little bit, but I don't think it'll affect the ball flight too much. Lift one. Duroff's got pop. Let's see him.
Arantxa steps off, now steps back on. It's 1-1 here in the bottom half of the fifth. And a 2-0 count to Duroff. 1 for 2 today. The 2-0. Duroff hits it high. Pretty deep center field, but in the park. Bronson Balholm, the center fielder, will make the catch in left center field. His throw goes to the shortstop Hoffman, who cuts it off. Emmett Finney comes home to score, and it's 2-1 Crawdads. They retake the lead.
Hey, successful at-bat there for Brian Duroff. I think he was frustrated with the result. Missed a pitch he could have hit out. But Crawdads take the lead, and, well, that's important too.
First out of the inning brings up Ryan Brome. Also puts Cody Perry in line for the win again.
Cody Perry, awesome.
Awesome. Ryan Brome, 1 for 2 today. Has hit 2 balls very hard. His last at bat hit a ball that the shortstop Hoffman dove to make a play for. But first baseman Pernetti couldn't keep his foot on the bag. He swings over the first pitch, change up 0-1.
I like the intent behind Brome's swing right now, and he says he's trying to hit the ball in the air to the pole side and just pulling his head a little bit right now. I saw it a little bit in that swing. Just got to stay in there for a millisecond longer, and he'll be popping some balls out to right field.
The 0-1. Brome takes way outside. Sliding stop by Schwartz, 1-1.
Brome, awesome. So smart, so fun to talk to when it comes to baseball. He always has something new to say about every pitcher, every at-bat, every game. Very, very good mind.
The 1-1. Brome hits it softly to left field. Coming in is the left fielder Piazza. It's going to dunk in front of him towards the line for a base hit. Ellis comes home to score. The throw's going to go to second. Brome's in sliding with a double, and it's 3-1 Crawdads.
Hey, it doesn't always take all that much. A little dunker double for Ryan Brome. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll take it. Another run. Bringing up Max Farfan. And, hey, he turned on the burners to get to second base. Got into a different gear halfway to second base, so he'll take it.
Yeah, we don't talk enough about how fast Ryan Brome is.
It's just so surprising because, he looks like he's going to hit 60 homers a year. Really, I mean, he's a big guy, a lot of strength, but just almost not his game.
Here's Max Farfan, 0 for 2 today. Looking to get it going with a 2-run Crawdad lead now, just 1 out here in the fifth. First pitch to Farfan. Taken at the knees, 0-1.
And it's not to say that Brome doesn't have power, because he certainly does, but it's just...
It's not his game.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's almost like he likes going the opposite field and doing just that. Dunking one in, hitting a double, and he'll go to the left center gap and 105 exit velo. Like, he can do that. Just pulling the ball in the air, not his thing.
0-1. Farfan takes just a little high, ball and a strike.
There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of successful Major League Baseball players make a good living like that.
He always compares himself to Michael Brantley.
I do like that. He's one of his favorite players.
1-1. Farfan takes a slider down low. Good block by Schwartz. 2-1.
He was, we were talking about this, like our dream team. If we were to assemble a team with our favorite players of all time, Michael Brantley was his left fielder.
Yeah.
He's a big Michael Brantley guy. Also a big, like, Brandon Phillips, Cincinnati Reds guy. It's very interesting.
I love Brandon Phillips.
Who doesn't?
Atlanta Braves legend. The 2-1. Farfan pops it up on the infield in foul territory. Everyone gives it a look, but it'll go foul.
Ooh.
Get my car?
Close. Don't think it did, but it was close.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Good speed on second with Brome. Single to the outfield, likely scores another. Ryan Delaney is up in the Crawdads bullpen, not throwing. He's probably already thrown 15 pitches, 20 pitches.
Yeah, he's good to go.
Arantxa spins and looks to second. Kobe Siegel makes a good point. 2 look every time from Brian Arantxa.
Yeah, and you get Brome. Brome knows that. Brome is definitely looking for that, so not surprised to see that spaghetti move, no throw pickoff, throw him off the balance a little bit.
2-2. High, 3-2.
timing, not as much balance, but throw off the timing of Ryan Brome. Got to mix up the looks. It's important.
Lefty in the bullpen for Solano as well. Looks like Tyler Lamperty.
Lamp.
The lamp. The 3-2 from Arancha. Grounded to short slowly off the end of the bat. Hoffman scoops, throws to first, and retires. Max Farfan 6-3 for the second out of the inning.
Hey, this one, I think more off the hands than off the end of the bat. And spinner had some English on it. Nice play by Jeff Hoffman. This kid makes some really, really nice athletic plays. That one there, no exception. I mean, very good. Very, very, very good play.
Here's Cole Fellows, who's 0 for 2 today. Crawdads only have 6 hits through their 5 innings, 4 2/3 innings, I should say. 2 of them off the bat of Ryan Brome. First pitch. Outside corner with a changeup, 0-1.
Generous strike call is out there.
I don't hate it. I would rather big strike zone than small strike zone.
Big and consistent over small and
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. Fastball high, 1-1. Max says it all the time. When was the last time you heard a player complain about too many strikes being called?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who you ask. The losing team, probably going to say. But hey.
The 1-1. Curveball up high, 2-1.
I can think of a time when people complained about first base umpire calling a strike. 2021 NL. DS? Dodgers, Giants?
Ouch.
Does that bring back a good memory for you?
Didn't need that.
No, okay. Wilmer Flores at the plate. We were talking about that a while ago.
Hey, let's talk about this game. The 2-1 to Fellows. High and away, 3-1.
Man, I remember being frustrated for Giants fans because obviously I don't like the Dodgers, and you got to think about it. It's not the end-all, be-all of the game. There were chances to score. Bellinger cashed in big, I think, in that game. Yeah, in the 7th or 8th, cashed in a couple of runs. Sorry, Austin.
At least I didn't call the last pitch outstairs.
Hey, did not.
The 3-1 to Fellows. In stairs, ball 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just showing me up, huh?
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, well. Whatever.
It's the second walk of the day for Crawdads hitters, and it'll bring up 7-0-7.
Yeah. Griffin Harrison, some people like to call him. He has a name,
He does. That is a true statement. It's definitely an inning we've done together.
Yeah, this is, an inning of all time. It's hot. The sun is on me. I don't like it.
It's dragged a little bit, too.
Yeah.
First pitch to Griff is chopped to shortstop. Jeff Hoffman on 4 hops. Scoops it up, has a little time, throws to first, and it's not picked up by Josh Pernetti over at first on an in-betweener. I don't know if that should be called a hit or an error.
Probably base hit. Tough play.
See, I think ruling in progress.
I say hit just because it was not hit well at all. And Jeff Hoffman had to do a lot to get there. And throwing on the run like that with your momentum going away from first base, I think that's a hit. I'm gonna go ahead and put hit.
I'm on board with that. Here's Charlie Welch, who's 1 for 1. A single, a steal, a walk, scored a run. He's been very good today. Hits here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch to Welch is a slider just above the top of the zone, 1-0. Charlie Welch went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo last year. Teammates with Owen Firestone, but friends with Tyler Blair.
Wow.
The 1-0. Welch takes at the knees, 1-1.
Can we?
No.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, can we get like a tarp to put right
I think that's
there?
actually a really good idea.
Because I hate my life when the sun is just beating down on me. And, like, I think you can tell, like, my right arm is more
Uh-huh.
tan than my left arm. Oh, my gosh. It, like, really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
1-1. Welch lines it to right field. That's a base hit. Brome comes home to score. Fellows gets the stop sign at third. The throw comes in from the right fielder, but it's not going to matter. It's 4-1 Crawdads on Charlie Welch's second hit of the day.
Station to station. Great piece of hitting there by Charlie Welch. Just going the other way. Not trying to do too much. Fastball, outer half. Shoot it that way. Land right in front of Mike Benavides out in right field. This looks like it could be the day for Brian Arancha, but
How about Charlie Welch?
Charlie Welch, clap it up for Charlie Welch, because what a home debut for the man, the myth. Don't do this. No, we're not doing that.
It's a light clap.
Just so bizarre to me,
It's
man.
a new pitcher coming in. We're going to step aside. 4-1 Crawdads lead. The bases loaded. 2 outs in the 5th. Tyler Lamperty, the new pitcher, when we come back. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. It's Tyler Lamperty to face Nico Button with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Button swings through the first pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, Tyler Lamperty has struggled. He made one start on the summer. This is going to be his 6th appearance, 12.82 ERA. That's in 13 1/3. 12 strikeouts, 6 hits, 26 hits.
1 is down low, 1-1. I don't hate, a guy that gives up that many hits because he's not walking that many guys.
No, but
Coming off his best appearance of the year, 3 1/3, 6 strikeouts, no hits against the Stompers. 1-1. High and tight, 2-1.
yeah, brought his whip down from 3.1 to 2.4.
Yeah. Hey, what's your whip?
0.00.
2-1 to Button. Is down low ball 3. Button is 1 for 2 today. He hit a ball very hard his last at bat, got an out. Hit a ball very softly his at bat before and got a double.
He'll take the walk and RBI here in a 3-1 count. Yeah, he wants to hit, but RBI looks good too.
3-1. Button chops it to first base. Pernetti gives it a look, but it's foul. 3-2.
Or not. He wants to hit. Good for him.
I would too.
I was always scared of hitting.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite thing.
I liked it. I just wasn't good at it.
It's not fun when you're facing like 94. Not fun.
It was fun when you're facing like 70 tops every day.
Yeah. No,
3-2. Line straight back. We'll do it again.
that's fun.
Yeah, like we would have a guy come in throwing like 73, 74 and be like, man, this guy's throwing hard.
That's really sad.
It was fun. 3-2 to Button. Outside in low ball 4. Run comes home to score, and it's 5-1, and the Crawdads have batted around.
I just hate when anyone bats around because then I have to make a new box, and it makes the box all messy. But hey, keep scoring. Keep pouring it on. Score 25. Let's do it.
Emmett Finney will hit with the bases loaded against a lefty. Let's do something special here, Finn.
Hey, we've seen him hit a home run in a similar spot.
First pitch to Finney is on the inside with what looked like a slider, 0-1. Finney led off this inning by reaching on an error, so you think about it, a lot of this could have been avoided.
Yeah, Emmett Finney is 0 for 4 against lefties on the year.
He's due.
He is due.
0-1. Finney takes in the same spot, 0-2.
Oof.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Crawdads have scored 4 in this inning to take a 5-1 lead. The 0-2. Finney taps it foul off to the left. We'll do it again.
Get a piece, stay alive. 0-2 count. You got to foul off anything close, right? You got to protect that one. Close. Looked like the slider. Down and in. Drop that barrel. Tap it foul.
The 0-2. Finney grounds it up the middle. That's a base knock into center field. 1 run scores. Charlie Welch being waved around. The throw is going to come to the plate. It is not in time. Welch scores, and it is 7-1 Crawdads.
Well, the Crawdads are having fun in this inning. And, hey, Emmett Finney, great piece of hitting. 2-strike count in an 0-2 count. Right back up the middle through the legs of Tyler Lamperty. Hockey suit, return to sender. Watch out. Yeah.
7-1 Crawdads. 6 runs home in the inning. And it'll bring up Ryan Ellis, the center fielder today. First pitch to Ellis. Swung on and missed. 0-1.
Big rip. Trying to do some damage lefty-lefty. He rakes off lefties, too. 417. OPS above 1,000. Yeah, Ellie. Keep it going.
Ellie singled in this inning. The 0-1. Curveball on the outside. 0-2.
Do you want to hear some good news?
Yeah.
Manny Machado.
Home run.
2-run single. Padres take the lead in the top of the 5th.
Manny Machado, Emmett Finney, one in the same.
Yeah, hey, look at them.
The 0-2 to Ellis. Down and out. 1-2 with a curveball. A long inning. 6 runs home already. Looking to extend with a 6-run lead. The 1-2. Ellis grounds it to first, and it can't be fielded by Pernetti. He gets up, flips to first. Lamperty is not there in time, and it's an error.
I don't know about that, honestly. Yes, it looks like it should have been made, but tough hop. It was hit hard off of the chest. It didn't even get a piece of his glove. I mean, that was straight chest.
I get where you're coming from.
That was hit extremely hard. Took a terrible hop.
Error.
Austin Bergen agrees. I think that's a base hit.
I don't even know. What does Austin Bergen even do here?
Austin Bergen is awesome.
I love Austin Bergen. All jokes.
I think that should be a base hit.
You're allowed to. First pitch to Brian Duroff is hit high and deep to left field, sending Lou Piazza back at the track. Looks up. It's a grand slam for Brian Duroff. It is a 10-run inning, and it's 11-1 Crawdads.
All right. Well, hit, error. I still think that's an error. The inning should have been over. But, hey, Brian Duroff, cash in, grand slam. 10-run inning is actually kind of crazy.
10-run inning. Floodgates have completely come open.
Hey, yesterday, similar story. No lead is safe. Keep adding on. Keep going.
Here's Ryan Brome for his second at-bat this inning. First pitch to Brome. Popped up left side, foul, 0-1. Second grand slam of the summer for the Crawdads.
Yeah.
Max Farfan, Brian Duroff.
Yep.
Oh, 1. Brome takes a little low, ball and a strike.
See Brum go back to back. Watching the replay.
Okay.
Right center.
Okay. The 1-1. Rome takes a curveball off the outside, 2-1.
If he walks, I don't even want to think about the possibility of him walking because he's not going to. Right center, blast into that football camp.
2-1. Brome pops it up, right center, just got under it. Over and back, second baseman Castrillo, but he gives way to Michael Benavides, who makes the catch for the third out. But the Crawdads score 10 times on 6 hits, two errors. They don't leave anyone on base. We'll head to the top half of the 6th, 11-1 the score. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. It's Ryan Delaney.
It's everyone's favorite Crawdad, the tall lefty. 1-0 win-loss, 8.79 ERA, making his 11th appearance of the summer. 14 in the third innings, 9 strikeouts, 18 walks, 16 hits. That whip at 3.36, and really mainly because of those walks. Let's see if he can clean that up after Cody Perry only walked 1 today.
For Solano, the right fielder, number 30, Michael Benavides.
Ryan Delaney will face Mike Benavides, Jake Tandy, and Jeff Hoffman. First pitch of the inning is tight with the fastball, 1-0. Delaney's 1-0. Hit high, medium deep left center. Ryan Ellis and Cole Fellows. It's Ryan Ellis, the center fielder. That still sounds so weird to make the catch for the first out.
Yeah, that's not something I'll ever get used to, but hey, makes the play. Nice job.
Dylan McShane fed me a Dorito.
I'll cross that off the bucket list.
Here's Jake Tandy, who's 2 for 2. First pitch to Tandy is hit high and deep left center field. Going back is Ryan Ellis in the same spot at the field, right in front of the warning track. Makes the catch for the second out. Tips his hat as the roll call is on him right now, and there's 2 down.
It's just so awesome, dude. It's really, really cool.
Did I already do Cody Perry's final line?
No.
5 innings, 3 hits, a run, a walk, 5 strikeouts.
3 hits, a run, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Good day.
First pitch to Hoffman is at the knees on the outside, 0-1. Also the final line for Brian Arancia, 4 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, but only 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. 0-1 is down low with fastball, 1-1.
They're going for Ralph now.
Wow.
And Delmore. Hitting everybody.
Where's ours? 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Yeah, where's ours?
I think the second we get a bobblehead night, that's when
Still crazy that the Lincoln broadcasters have bobbleheads.
it's very awesome.
2-1. Curveball tight, 3-1.
I want a bobblehead with my face on it.
You know, we would have ordered them at the start of the year, but we didn't know if the fans would like you enough to warrant that.
Really?
3-1, chopper to third, past the diving Farfan towards the line in left field. Around first, heading for second is Hoffman as the ball's retrieved in the left field corner by Fellows. They're going to hold him up at second. It's a 2-out double for Hoffman here in the 6th.
Is that really the reason?
No.
Okay.
That would have been crazy, though.
My feelings like almost just like really got hurt right there.
Why?
Because like, I don't know. I came here, excited to meet everybody, and instantly, you thought I was just gonna be a bad guy for some reason.
No, not you specifically.
No,
Just
you told me you thought I was gonna be a bad guy. Former baseball players, bad guys,
I mean,
and like I don't know, hurt my feelings a little bit.
no, never. Not my goal.
Sophie said the same thing.
First pitch to Ben Pernetti is outside.
She said that you guys had this conversation,
We definitely did.
and that hurt me.
Jeff Hoffman lives in Oregon.
Okay. Nice.
Trying to change the subject.
Okay.
1-0 to the lefty is inside, comes in and hits him. It's a hit by pitch. It's back-to-back two-out base runners.
Hey, Ryan Delaney did such a good job. 2 up, 2 down pretty quickly, and no real hard contact. And then since then, that double, a hit by pitch. Got to find a way, work back in the zone, and make quality pitches. Not just pepper it down the middle, but quality strikes.
So the Willamette University has a pronunciation for Jeff Hoffman on their website. I think we might need to hear it because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Jeff Hoffman.
Okay.
California.
Okay. Yeah.
Good to know we're doing it right. Here's Nate Schwartz. That was much funnier to me than I think it was to you. I thought that was... Wake up. First pitch, line straight back, 0-1.
So when are we really going to discuss the possibility of adding a tarp? Because this
Do it right now. Go talk to
to
Mateo.
I will, because this is bad. Because you're in the shade, Kobe.
Kobe said, I don't think it rains.
No, I'm talking about tarp for right there because it's hot.
VO1. Reached at, grounded to third. Max Farfan on 2 hops, sprints to the third base bag, and retires the side. A hit by pitch, and the Mudcats leave 2 on. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, 11-1 Crawdads. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Max Farfan, Cole Fellows, and Griffin Harrison hit with the Crawdads leading 11-1. A 10-run bottom half of the 5th, but only one of the runs was earned. First pitch to Farfan is at the knees on the inside for a called strike.
Dude, Dylan McShane is just awesome.
True. A 1 to Farfan, swing and a miss. Good curveball, 0-2.
We've got shade, everybody.
Do you want an Oregon Duck reference?
Yeah, sure.
Call you Colby the way you're in the shade.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Colby Shade, Oregon center fielder, just got drafted. One of the best defensive players I've ever seen. 0-2, swung on and missed. Good changeup.
Uno, dos, adios. Yeah, 3 pitches. Okay, number 1.
So you're not a big Colby Shade guy?
Not a big Oregon baseball guy besides Dylan
Oh.
McShane.
What about Ryan Featherston?
I'm a big Gaucho. So you want to talk to me about the big
First pitch to Fellows is at the knees for a strike, nothing in one.
the Big West? I talk about the Big West forever, but Pac-12 not so much.
Love Colby Shade. That's a dude right there.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Fellows takes a slider on the outside, nothing in two. We're about 45 minutes away from first pitch between Lincoln and Healdsburg. 0-2 to Fellows is swung on and missed. Let go of the bat. It's back-to-back Ks, back-to-back uno dos adioses for Tyler Lamperty.
Are we
Shh.
are we doing this?
Shh. 707 is in the way. Struggling to make a V with my hands. First pitch to Harrison is chopped to shortstop. Jeff Hoffman on 2 hops will throw it over to first and retire Harrison. A 7-pitch inning for Tyler Lamperty. We'll head to the 7th where Carson Mercier will take over on play-by-play.
Top of the 7th inning at Monte Vista High School. It's Ryan Delaney back to work. His second inning of relief. Got a 1-2, or got the first 2 batters out in the 6th inning. Worked out of some traffic, a double, a hit by pitch. Did not allow a run to score. He will face Josh Pernetti, Luke Piazza, and Nico Castrillo. First pitch to Josh, misses high, 1-0. Josh, if you remember back to the 5th inning, hit a home run. Is the Mudcats' only run so far to this point in the game. 0-1, rolled over to the right side. The second baseman, Charlie Welchfields, picks it back up, goes to first in time for the first out of the 7th inning.
You know what I want to see today? A 4-inning Ryan Delaney save.
I think it's possible, right? He worked pretty effectively in that first inning. 11 pitches it took him to get through that. That first came in the middle. No, had that inning himself, so hey.
If he finishes this game, he gets the save.
He does.
No reason to throw Owen Firestone after catching 9 yesterday.
First pitch to Piazza, misses high, 1-0. Piazza 0 for 2, popped up to Max Farfan at third and struck out looking. It was the 5th strikeout of the day for Cody Perry, who worked a gem. 1-0. Fastball at the knees, a strike, 1-1. Final line for Cody Perry, 5 innings, 3 hits, a run. It was earned, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. 11-1 Crawdads lead in the top of the 7th inning. 1-1. Slider way outside, 2 balls and a strike. The Crawdads have come in today, 8-2 in their last 10, riding a 3-game win streak. Mudcats hasn't been the same story. They've lost their last 8 games. Here's the 2-1. Fastball that misses high, 3 balls and a strike. And in fact, their last win was on June 28th versus the Admirals. It's a long time to go without a win. It's July 19th.
And this team beat Healdsburg.
Yes. 3-1 from Ryan Delaney. Fastball misses a little bit high, ball 4. So after a relatively easy out number 1, Ryan Delaney issues a 5-pitch walk, and Nico Castrillo's coming up.
You know, the funny thing about Solano last year is they were not good, but they had Healdsburg's number.
Really?
They shut Healdsburg out in Healdsburg.
Wow.
I mean, they had maybe the 2 best starters in CCL North.
First pitch to Castrillo, fastball in there for a strike, 0-1.
So you saw Chase Banks and who's the other guy? The other righty. Caleb Davis, thank you.
Yeah.
Saw them return and you thought, okay, they're going to be good again this summer.
0-1, fastball in our half, called a ball, 1-1.
Then Banks, gets hit around a little early and then hasn't pitched in a long time. We saw what Davis did against the Crawdads. Just haven't had the pitching.
1-1, fastball misses way high, 2-1. Interesting league. A lot can happen. Any given day, it does feel like, anything special can happen. These Mudcats have almost beat the Crawdads twice this summer. 2-1, fastball tapped on the ground right side, but foul, 2-2. I mean, 2 games in the 9th inning, the Crawdads were down to their final out and came around to win.
Yeah. Baseball's going to baseball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th inning with a runner on first. Here's the 2-2. Fastball misses high and tight, 3-2.
Just got to get in the strike zone with a 10-run lead. Can't hit a 10-run home run.
Second straight 3-ball count for Ryan Delaney. Here's the 3-2 in the dirt. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open up the 7th inning. Just not the way that you wanted to start this inning, especially with the 10-run lead.
Don't think we're getting that 4-inning save.
No, there is a righty warming.
It's Ofi.
It's Owen Firestone.
Do love every time Owen Firestone is on a baseball field.
Yeah. Ball hard yesterday. No hits to show for it. Good day behind the plate. Here's the top of the order, Bronson Balholm. Looking for his first hit of the young evening. First pitch from the lefty. Good slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, when he can go to the back foot with that slider against righty, I think it's a solid pitch. The ball moves a good amount. Solid sinker. It's always the control with Delaney.
0 balls and a strike. Runners on first and second. Here's the 0-1 from Delaney. Good changeup. Gets a wild swing and a miss. 0-2.
It's like a foot shorter version of Dylan McShane, as he says. Sounds familiar back here.
Yeah, well, Delaney also lefty. McShane.
And left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
McShane is
Really not many similarities.
no. Dylan is what, foot taller than
That's what I said, foot shorter. Yeah.
slider. Misses down and in, 1-2.
We're kind of off today.
Yeah, we are.
Don't have that same mojo.
No, it's tough. We're tired.
I was just gonna say that Mojo Hill, elite writer for the University of Oregon, just graduated. Mojo, cool name.
Congratulations, Mojo.
His real name is Joseph.
1-2, slider hit pretty well down the left field line, but hooking and foul. Gave it a ride.
Yeah, cleaned it out. I wish my name was Mojo.
Mojo or Bronson.
I could be Mojoda.
Mojo Oda. That's a little out there. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Bronson Balholm, the center fielder. 1 away, top of the 7th inning, a 10-run game. Crawdads lead. Here's the 1-2. Fastball chopped on the right side. Charlie Welch fields the hop, flips to second, but that's all they will get. 4-6 fielder's choice moves Nico Castrillo. Luke Piazza to third base. Nico Castrillo is out number 2 here in the 7th.
I think it's a good thing that the Crawdads got one there because it took a wicked hop on that big hop to Charlie Welch at second base.
So Bronson Balholm reaches first on the 4-6 fielder's choice, and here comes Mike Benavides. Struck out in his first at-bat, reached on an error, and flown out to center. First pitch swinging here, but he taps it into the Mudcats' dugout, 0-1.
I think if Ryan Delaney can give you 2 shutout innings today, that's a really, really good sign. You know who's not good at baseball?
Who?
Casey Schmidt.
0-1. Change up, hit in the air, right field, but slicing foul, 0-2. Okay. He doesn't walk. That's about the only
And now doesn't really put the ball in play. So
last scoreless outing for Ryan Delaney was on June 25th. He threw an inning against the Sacramento Heat.
there you go.
Here's the 0-2 slider off the hands right at Griffin Harrison. He fields glove flip to second and retires the side. So the Mudcats threaten in their half of the 7th inning. They do not score. They leave a runner in scoring position. Crawdads coming up in a 10-run game. (11-1) Crawdads lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Charlie Welch, Nico Button, and Emmett Finney scheduled to hit in the home half of the 7th inning, facing the lefty Tyler Lamperty. First pitch fastball to Charlie Welch, misses outside, and Charlie has not been recorded out as a Crawdad.
Will this man ever get retired?
Don't know. Today he's 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, a stolen base. 1-0, misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes to the second baseman. Been a tough one. Hit the ball hard twice today. Once to left center, once right to the right fielder. Here's the 2-0. Fastball skips in. 3 balls, no strikes. Charlie Welch has come on and just really made an immediate impact, both the bat and the glove.
A little bit like Cam Calvillo last year.
Yeah.
You have a couple guys go down, a couple guys that you're not expecting to go down.
3-0 to him here. Fastball. Up and away, but called a strike. 3-1.
You know, it's a guy that you don't really know too much about, but that comes in and just is a baseball player.
Yeah.
Looks like a baseball player. Plays like one too.
Here's the 3-1 from Lamperty. Fastball right down the middle, hit pretty well right at the center fielder. Bronson Balholm came in at first, but then went back a couple steps. Actually had to leap up to make the catch for out number 1. The first time in his Crawdad career he has been recorded out.
I think he's washed. I think he's done. End of his career.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
All right. Here's Nico Button. He hit a double, lined out to the left. Watches a slider, miss outside, 1-0. Nico Button's been fun. Hitting the ball well. Loud contact, 1-0. Fastball, misses just a little in, 2-0.
I think at the start of the year, this was a guy that, you know, we didn't really know what to expect. He played a good amount at Cal this year, but didn't have great numbers. But, you know, you can see the talent with him.
2-0 from Tyler Lamperty. Fastball, slider, swung on and missed, 2-1. Tough one.
Yeah.
A lot of late break on that.
Yeah, not a bad pitch. Lamperty's been fine.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away, bottom of the 7th. Here's the 2-1. Fastball hit into center field. Back goes Bronson Balholm, still racing back. He won't get it. 2 hops the wall out in straightaway center field as Balholm eats the dirt. Good, strong throw into the cutoff man. Keeps Nico Button on second base, but his second double of the day will bring up Emmett Finney.
Look at Nico Button. Pounded that ball to center field. Was all over the 2-1 fastball. 2 doubles on the day. Nico's doing his thing.
And here's Emmett Finney, who in his last at-bat did his thing. Singled with the bases loaded, scored 2 runs. He has scored 2 runs. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and that single. Second baseman Nico Castrillo does the holding on of Nico Button. Pretty loose off the second base bag. Lamperty's first pitch to Finney, swung on and missed. Finney took a huge rip at an off speed right down the middle.
But he's reached base twice. Solid day for Emmett Finney. Now 2 for his last 6. Home run.
That's 333. 0-1. High, but called a strike 0-2.
He's got, what, 4 or 5 RBI in his last 6 at-bats?
That plays. Keep that thing going. No balls, 2 strikes and out. Here's the 0-2 slider, swung on and missed. Third strikeout of the day for Tyler Lamperty, and Emmett Finney takes with him the second out here in the 8th, or 7th.
Yeah, nice pitch, good slider. Got Emmett to chase.
Top of the order, a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Ryan Ellis stepping up was called for a very questionable E3 in his last appearance. He came around to score on the Brian Duroff grand slam. He's 1 for 4 today. He's scored twice. Nico Button on second, 2 down. First pitch curveball, misses outside, 1-0. Yeah.
Give Cobe the broadcast.
1-0 from Lamperty. Fastball misses down and out. 2-0 to Ryan Ellis. Yeah, I mean, in that last at-bat, Ellis smoked that ball. Took a bad hop on Josh Pernetti. Tough to recover. 2-0 to Ellis. Curveball that works its way back in for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, Lamperty's been solid. You know, he's commanding the strike zone. He hasn't given up an Ernie in 2 innings. 3 strikeouts, just a walk.
Yeah, I got kind of thrown into a tough position, trying to put out the fire. 2-1, misses down. 3-1 to the left-handed hitting center fielder. I will never be comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here it comes from Tyler Lamperty. Fastball inside. That is ball 4. So for the 3rd consecutive plate appearance, Ryan Ellis has reached base safely.
Good at bat. Reminds me last year we had a Jack Ben Shoshan on the team who was a 2-way guy. Played a little left, played a little right. And I had a post-game interview where I called him a right fielder. But the ironic thing is that he played 0 right field during the game and set the record for most strikeouts in a game for a Crawdad. 12 out of the bullpen.
Wow. That's like Red Sox. We were at the Red Sox Athletics game, and Nick Pivetta struck out 13 in relief. First pitch to Duroff, hit on the ground, but outside of the third base bag and foul, 0-1. Nick Pivetta came in, struck out 13 in relief for the Boston Red Sox, which is a Boston Red Sox all-time record.
Kind of always compared Nick Pivetta and Jack Ben Shoshan.
I wasn't comparing. I was just like saying like that he would have made Red Sox history.
Was it in a game most strikeouts or most strikeouts for a reliever?
Most strikeouts for a reliever.
Okay, yeah, but not like
In
overall.
relief,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
0-1, change up, tapped in front of the mound. Lamperty will hop on it, take his time, throw to first, and retire the side. Crawdads got a couple of runners on a walk and a double, but cannot come around to score. They leave 2. We're going to the top of the 8th. 11-1, Crawdads lead. First pitch from the lefty Ryan Delaney. Misses to a ball to Jake Tandy, the third baseman, who's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Ryan Delaney has been fantastic. His 1-0 is lined into left field. Over going is Cole Fellows. He won't get it. He cuts it off, but digging for second base is Jake Tandy. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. It's late. Gets past Charlie Welch, but backing it up was Emmett Finney. So a leadoff double for Jake Tandy starts the top of the 8th.
His third hit of the day, just poked it into left field. Charlie Welch did not look very smooth covering second base. Got tripped up by Tandy.
It was a bad throw.
Tried to stumble, though. Tried to stumble and stay on his feet. Ended up falling and tumbling.
That's brutal.
Happens to the best of us.
It was a rough throw from Harrison. Wouldn't have mattered. Here's Jeff Hoffman, the shortstop. He doubled in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Also grounded into a double play. This one is hit pretty weak out to left field. Going straight out is Harrison. He won't get it. It is him that throws the ball in and keeps Tandy at third base, but a double, now a single to start the 8th.
Just a weak poke from Jeff Hoffman there, but now his hits in his last 2 at-bats. Now Delaney needs a double play ball or a strikeout. Just something to get the spirits up a little bit.
I was saying Ryan Delaney has looked probably the best he has all year to this point. 2 innings, 4 hits now, a couple of walks, but scoreless. Now trying to work out a first and third jam, and Ben Pernetti swings through a fastball up and out of the zone.
Josh Pernetti would never swing like that.
No, he would never.
Josh Pernetti hits every ball as a home run. Josh Pernetti is just probably the best player I've ever seen.
0-1 in the dirt. Great stop by Nico Button. Kept it in front. Runners could not advance. 1-1.
Goes Barry Bonds,
Willie Mays.
Josh Pernetti.
Yeah. 1-1 from the lefty Delaney. Way outside ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting designated hitter.
Also, like Marcus Stroman, but only every 4th or 5th start.
Okay. 2-1. Fastball swung through 2-2.
Tracy's here.
Hi, Tracy.
We got a Tracy and a Brant appearance in the booth today.
That's really
That's
special.
crazy.
2-2. Here it comes in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ben Pernetti. So interesting for Ryan Delaney against left-handed hitters this year. Opponents are hitting 500 off him. Ben is in a favorable position. 3-2. 2 runners on the corners. Nobody out. Here's the full count pitch. Changeup tapped foul. We'll do it again.
But he's competing in this at bat. Wants to keep going.
Mudcats looking to score for the first time since the 5th inning. It was the Josh Pernetti home run. That's the only run that they have. 10 spot for the Crawdads in that 5th inning. And 1 in the 2nd has them up by 10. 11-1 in the top of the 8th. Here's the 3-2 from Delaney. Fastball swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for out number 1 here in the 8th inning.
First strikeout of the day. Couldn't have asked for it at a better time. Gets the lefty to go down. Super Mario Bros. Play. It's fitting with Luigi at the plate.
Here's Nate Schwartz, the catcher, who had a very good day yesterday. Not the same fortune so far today. 0-4-3. Swings at the first pitch. Pops it up behind home plate, but foul.
No. Fortune pitched for them yesterday.
Yeah. Come on. You don't know. Didn't even click the right one.
Is there a ping?
It's this one. 0-1 up high. 1-1. I think it's this one right here. Not that one. 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 1-1 in there for a strike. I don't think so. 1-2.
I don't hate this one.
Huh?
Austin says one of his signature funny moments because of how funny he is.
1-2 from Delaney. Fastball hit a ton to deep left field. Forget it. 3-run home run into the trees for Nate Schwartz. That cuts the deficit to 7.
I just thought it would be really funny if after you finished, I would go. Nate Schwartz, the leader in home runs on this Mudcats team, has a solid amount of power. As Mike Kruko would say, a double cheek swing.
That was hammered into the trees in left field. A 3-run home run for Nate Schwartz. It's his 4th of the summer. It'll bring up Josh Pernetti.
Delaney did what he was supposed to do there, just getting ahead in the count, but couldn't finish.
Firestone appears to be warming a little bit quicker as the first pitch to Pernetti hit pretty well. Left center field. Back goes Ryan Ellis onto the track. He watches it off the middle of the wall. Into second base is Josh Pernetti. It's his 2nd extra base hit of the day. He's halfway to the cycle.
He's getting there. Watch. Just saying, the Mudcats scored 9 in an inning yesterday to come back and take the lead. They have it in them. And I think that's the day for Ryan Delaney.
Here comes Brant Cummings onto the mound. Long, long walk. And it looks like he will be taking the ball from Ryan Delaney. He departs, leaving Josh Pernetti on second base, giving up 3 runs already here in the 8th. Owen Firestone is coming in to put out the fire. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. And NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. It's Owen Firestone.
OFI is 1-0 on the summer, a 1.69 ERA in 5 1/3 innings. No strikeouts, 4 walks, 4 hits, a save.
He comes in with a runner on second, 1 out in an 11-4 ball game. First pitch to Luke Piazza, misses a little bit high, a little bit outside, 1-0. Piazza today reached base safely via the walk, is also struck out and popped up to Max Farfan in foul ground. 3-run 8th inning for the Mudcats here. They crawled their way back into an 11-4 game, at least trying to. Here's the 1-0 slider, misses inside, 2-0.
Usually what you'll get with Firestone is a strike thrower. Not another fearless guy on the mound. He always says, I hate walks.
Still think it's incredible that he didn't know that he wanted to pitch till this fall. Woke up, threw a bullpen, and said, oh, I throw 90 miles an hour. Here's the 2-0. Fastball misses low. 3-0 to the first batter he faces.
Hasn't walked anyone in league play yet.
Gonna have to do a lot here in a 3-0 count to keep that trend going. Josh Pernetti is the runner on second base. His double knocked out Ryan Delaney of this ballgame. Here's the 3-0. Fastball outside, call to strike. Got away with 1, 3-1.
The speed from Josh Pernetti on second base, probably comparable to Ricky Henderson.
Not
0.
as, maybe a tick down.
Tick down.
It's up there, though.
Yeah.
The athleticism is up there. Here's the 3-1 from Firestone. Fastball lined right at Griffin Harrison. He'll go to second, but the throw is not in time. An L6 in the first batter that Owen Firestone faces.
Yeah, good job to stay in the strike zone there after falling behind 3-0. Got a fastball that probably was given to him a little bit, but no reason to call a ball there. And then got that soft liner at shortstop. I think if Welch had broke into the second base bag as soon as the ball was hit, maybe there's a chance Pernetti could have been doubled up at second base.
So 2 away for Nico Castrillo. He's walked twice and grounded out to third. First pitch from Firestone. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. That's the Firestone we know. Getting ahead with the fastball, and he's toying with the new slider.
He's a fastball guy.
Yeah, fastball primary. Not a huge strikeout guy. A lot of weak contact. 0-1. Curveball in there for a strike. There's that curveball slider type pitch that he's been working on. It's a good one.
Let's see him get that first strikeout of the summer.
Runner on second base trying to strand Pernetti. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Slider tapped foul behind home plate. We'll do the 0-2 again.
It's not a bad pitch for something he's just working on.
Yeah.
Solid break to it. Not a bad shape.
It's a good curveball for a catcher. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 runs home in the 8th for the Mudcats. Firestone trying to strand the runner on second. Fastball chopped to the left side. Farfan cuts it off, throws to first. It's low, but Finney digs it out. So Owen Firestone comes in and retires both the batters he faces. The Mudcats leave a runner in scoring position, but score 3 times on the Nate Schwartz home run. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Crawdads looking to respond. Bottom of the 8th inning, Tyler Lamperty back out to work. The lefty outside of his first inning of work has been, well, pretty effective. He'll face Ryan Brome, Max Farfan, and Cole Fellows. Brome, his 5th at-bat of the day. First pitch swinging, hits a ball on the ground right side under the glove of Josh Pernetti into right field. That one should be an error on Josh Pernetti.
I think error, but I think we're going to give him a hit.
Give him a hit.
I think it's a play that should be made.
It's a play that should be made. Give him a hit.
Yeah. Definitely not a hit, but no, it's a play that he should make 10 times out of 10. It's not a hit.
Okay. Here's Max Farfan facing a lefty. First pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1.
We'll give him a hit.
Yeah, like, okay, in the major leagues, that would be
In the major
1 outs above average, but you're not in
We're getting a lot of smoke for our opinion. 0-1 is there for a strike, 0-2.
I think it might be a play that I make at first base or you make at first base.
That's just
Probably Dylan and Austin.
yeah.
But that's why errors are a flawed stat.
Errors are a
W
flawed
take.
stat
Good
because
take.
it's all the opinion.
Yeah.
0-2 to Max Farfan. Slider, wow, cleaned out down the left. You can't even call that left field line.
No, that's like cricket.
Wow.
Like that's a 6.
Farfan trying to avoid the hat trick. He's gone down once looking, once swinging. Grounded out to the middle infield. Here's the 0-2. Slider hit on the ground left side. It is off the glove of Jake Tandy into left field. Brome to second. That is an error. Oh my God.
What? Oh my goodness.
You know what I said about let's be very serious?
Yeah.
I can't be serious
No.
right now because that's a joke. You guys are a joke. Whatever. Here's Cole Fellows.
What are we giving him? Is it a hit in the books?
It's,
oh my goodness.
It's just not a hit, Kobe. I'm sorry, it's not a hit.
Kobe, I'm on your side like 90% of the time. That is not one of them.
This one's in the dirt. 1-0 to Cole Fellows. He struck out swinging back in the 6th inning. Did walk in the 5th. He came around to score outside of that. 0 for 2. 1-0 lefty on lefty fastball at the knees. Little low. 2-0.
I mean, exit velo of what, like 75, 80?
Okay, not 75. It was hit harder than that, but, I mean, it was right at him. 2-0. Lined into right center field. That'll get down and split the gap. Being waved around is Brome. He will walk to the plate. Into third is Max Farfan. An RBI single for Cole Fellows. It's 12-4.
I think that's an error, yeah?
Yeah, gotta be.
Great piece of hitting by Cole. First hit of the day, which is kind of surprising. It feels like he's had some really good competitive at-bats, but he hits that one to right center, hits it on the line, really squared it up, and just a good piece of hitting from Cole.
Here's Griffin Harrison. The shortstop has struck out, popped up behind the plate, singled and scored, and grounded out to his shortstop counterpart in his last at-bat. Runners on the corners, nobody out, bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch from Lamperty, changeup, swung on a missed, down to a knee went Harrison. It's Farfan on third, Fellows on first. Infield playing back for the Mudcats, 0-1. Changeup in the dirt, really good stop by the catcher Nate Schwartz. No advance from either runner. Such an error, by the way. I cannot get over that. 1-1 to Griffin Harrison. Fastball outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I'm on your team.
Lamperty set at the belt. Looks to first, now delivers a curveball. Big rip by Harrison, but it swung on and missed to even the count 2-2.
Feels like Griff's just been a little off today at the dish. Got a hit, but if I'm not mistaken, it was a ground ball, weekly hit ground ball.
2-2 from Lamperty. Change up in the dirt, swung on and missed. It's the 4th strikeout for Tyler Lamperty, and the first here in the 8th.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. He's had a good day. Works 3 pitches pretty well. A lot of times that'll get you success.
Here's Charlie Welch, who was recorded out for the first time as a Crawdad. Hit a ball pretty well to center field, but right at Bronson Balholm in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball. He's taking a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Still runners on the corners, 1 away. Bottom 8, 1 run home for the Dads here in the 8th. Trying to respond to a 3-run top half. Pitch in the dirt. An appeal down to first base. Constantine Bartlett, gonna say he went around. Not sure I agree with that one.
No, Constantine has become a favorite in the Crawdads dugout.
Nothing and 2. Welch hits it on the ground off of Lamperty. It shoots towards the third base line. In to score is Max Farfan, and reaching on an infield single is Charlie Welch.
I think that's probably an error, yeah.
I mean, pretty much with you two are calling that an error.
Now that ball was hit hard by Welch. Another hit for him. He's had a good day. You know, we chose him to get on base because usually we choose someone who we kind of want to get going, get that curse working their way. But Welchie's had a good day.
He is 3 for 4. 3 for 5. 3 for 4.
Yeah, with a walk.
The walk, he's scored twice.
While he's warming up, should we take a
Take
little
a-
gander?
Yes, please.
This
And
look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care, large enough to compete. A blowout on its way in Solano. Not a blowout yet. It's 9-4 Sonoma in the top of the 7th. It's just underway in both Sinsheimer and the Urban Youth Academy. No score either of those places. In about 10 minutes, Healdsburg and Lincoln will get started.
Here comes Nico Button. 6th Crawdad to hit in the inning. He'll work with runners on first and second, just the one out in a 13-4 ball game. Infield shifted to the right. Lefty on lefty delivers. Fastball fouled back in around the area of the crowd mic. 0-1.
Ron Mosso, nice guy, just said please when asking for some more balls.
Wow.
Shout out.
Hashtag analysis. 0-1. Slider, good slider, waved at and missed by Button. No, nothing in 2. Crawdads trying to respond to a 3-run top of the 8th inning. They already have 2 in the bottom. Runner in scoring position. That's Cole Fellows on second. Here's the 0-2. Change up in the dirt. Kicks off of Schwartz, off of the head of Nico Button. But no advance.
You know, he's gotten his fair share of fouls pelted back into him. That's uncharted water for him.
Yeah, that's something you don't see all that often.
Shout out Nate Schwartz, though. I think he's done a good job behind the plate today.
1-2 from Lamperty. Fastball outside, taken strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. Nico Button takes with him the 5th strikeout of Tyler Lamperty.
Yeah, solid day for Lamperty. Like I said, mixes 3 pitches, changes speeds pretty well. He's able to locate on the outside corner there with what looks like a changeup.
Here's Emmett Finney, a number 9 hitter in the Crawdad order. Has singled and scored twice. He's also struck out twice. Still runners on first and second. Fastball. Cued foul, 0-1.
Cute. I like that.
Yeah. Add it to the vocabulary.
Are you a big billiards guy? Pool guy?
Used to be. Used to
Okay.
go every Saturday night.
Oh, wow. Like, you were like big time.
Not big time. I was not very good, but it is something I enjoyed to do. 0-1 to Finney. Change up misses below the zone. 1-1. I was never great. I could compete, but I was never gonna be the best.
Yeah.
Better than average. 1-1 to Finney. Fastball hit pretty well down the right field line, but slicing and foul.
I met my best friend playing pool.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What's the pool scene like?
Well, so we were in class together, and we had to do some shooting, like filming for a project in Gateway to Media.
Okay.
We just walked down and we're like, let's do pool.
1-2. Fastball taken outside. 2-2. You very good?
No,
Okay.
no. The person that I was shooting, shout out Caroline Wilson, also not very good, but better than me.
Okay. What grade did you get as the 2-2? Curveball misses outside. It's a project, right?
Yeah, photo project.
Yeah.
I don't think we got graded on that. I was graded for completion because that was just like the intro.
Gotcha.
But the real win there, the real grade is A+ friendship.
Yeah. There you go.
So
Full count. Runners go. Pitch misses high. That's ball 4. Emmett Finney is on base for the 3rd time today, and it'll flip the lineup card for Ryan Ellis.
center fielder Ryan Ellis, good at bat by Finney. Hit a couple balls hard the other way in that at bat.
Ellis, in his last 3 plate appearances, has reached base safely. Once via hit, once via the error, and once via the walk. He has stolen a base. Outside of that, grounded out a couple of times to the middle infielders. Here with the bases loaded, first pitch misses high, 1-0. So is like the pool scene pretty good in Eugene, or?
I don't know. How's the pool scene in Eugene?
Lake.
Pool like billiards pool.
1-0 to the lefty Ellis. Curveball in the dirt, 2-0.
Who's the best pool player on the Oregon baseball team? Tanner Smith, all-time Oregon hits, home runs, RBI, everything leader, and also the best at pool, apparently.
Mackmore, solid name. Here's the 2-0 to Ellis. Fastball way outside, called a strike, 2-1.
Mac Moyer, son of baseball legend Jamie Moyer. 29 years in the bigs, was pitching until like age 49, right?
A lot of mileage.
Lot of mileage on that left arm.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, bottom of the 8th inning. Bases are loaded. Here's the pitch to Ellis. Big rip at a curveball. Comes up empty-handed, 2-2.
Mac Moyer, CCL legend with Conejo.
Wow.
I think was an all-star. Come on. I'm that guy.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Lamperty, high leg kick. Fastball hit on the ground right side. Nico Castrillo to his left. Couple of crow hops, double clutch. Throw to first is in time to retire Ryan Ellis. A couple of hits, 2 runs for the Crawdads. They respond with 2 in the bottom of the 8th. We're going to the top of the 9th where Owen Firestone will look to close out this ball game. It is 13-4, Crawdads lead. Owen Firestone back out for his 2nd inning of relief. He'll face the top of the Mudcats order, trying to secure a 6th straight series victory for the Crawdads. Here's Bronson Balholm, the center fielder, sending this one straight away center field. Ryan Ellis going back just in front of the warning track, able to make the catch as he runs into the wall for out number 1.
You know, I thought that the Mudcats weren't going to make it too easy in the 9th inning. They always feel like they're competing in these games, and that's exactly the case. Bronson Balholm, maybe the best player on this team just in terms of overall talent, crushing that ball the other way to left center. But Ryan Ellis, the second baseman, no, that's the center fielder making a great play out there.
And here's Mike Benavides, the right fielder for the Mudcats. 0-for-4. He did reach on an E6 back in the 4th. First pitch, fastball misses a little bit low. 1-0. So for Owen Firestone, this is just the 3rd time all year in which he has recorded an out in his 2nd inning of relief. 1-0. Fastball inside, hit Benavides. Hit by pitch with 1 out. Puts Mike Benavides on first for Jake Tandy.
Yeah, you think about it, and Owen Firestone is not a guy that has played much, or has pitched much especially. You know, he didn't get any at-bats as a freshman at Cal Poly, but also didn't get any innings. Really hasn't pitched in a long time. So he's not a guy that's been extended. But I think if he does get extended, he could be a very valuable member of this bullpen.
Here's Jake Tandy, the 3rd baseman, trying to salvage what is left of this game. 13-4. First pitch misses outside. 1-0. And, well, Tandy's had a very good day. 3 for 4, a double, a couple of singles. He's also scored a run. Fastball here, popped up right center field. Incoming is Brian Duroff. He will be able to reach up and make the catch as he loses his hat for out number 2.
Lost the hat, but then caught it behind his head.
That takes skill.
He caught the ball, and then in the same motion, broke his hands behind his back and was able to make the catch. That is, you know, one of the best players I think I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow. Here's Jeff Hoffman. He is the final chance for the Mudcats here in the top of the 9th inning. They trail 13-4. First pitch from Firestone hit him in the middle of the back, right between the 1 and the 8 on his jersey, and he's in a lot of pain.
Obviously no intent by that one from Owen Firestone, especially not in a 9-run ball game, but still hurts just the same. Fastball in the middle of the back. We've seen that already twice this inning. That could be a little bit of that, hasn't pitched in a long time, has good stuff, but sometimes struggles with knowing where it's going.
Firestone's last multi-inning outing was against the Anchors on July 7th in a 4-2 Crawdad win. He went an inning and 2/3, a couple of hits, a couple of walks, faced 10 batters. First pitch here to the left-handed hitting Ben Pernetti is in there for a strike 0-1. Pernetti today has struck out a couple of times, once looking, once swinging, and grounded out in the 4th. 0-1, fastball, high and tight, 1-1. Time is called. Ben will take a little stroll up the first baseline, now back into the left-handed batter's box. The last chance for the Mudcats in the top of the 9th inning. 1-1, fastball outside, 2-1.
Just got to get in the zone here. No reason to toy. It's a 9-run ball game. What's the worst that can happen?
2-1 from the righty Firestone. Fastball just a little down and out. 3-1.
Pitch that's probably been called a couple times today by Ron Masso, but the last out of the game, you never know what's going to happen. We talked yesterday, you can't run out the clock in baseball.
Time is called again, and there's some jawing now. Home plate umpire Ron Masso will have to hold back Ben Pernetti. Someone in the Crawdad dugout was saying something he didn't like.
Wow.
Brant Cummings is out of the dugout. He's saying something to Ron Masso. Ron Masso kind of just telling him, be quiet. So that was interesting.
I haven't seen that before.
No. The Crawdads have fun. I wouldn't say they necessarily chirp with the other team all that often. But someone said something, and it rattled Ben Pernetti. He is in a 3-1 count with runners on first and second. Mudcats trailing 4-13. They are 0-5 against the Crawdads this summer. 3-1, fastball, outside, ball 4 to load the bases.
Pernetti's feeling it. He's definitely not happy.
I don't even know what was said. Usually we can pick up something from the field mic. I didn't hear anything. So the bases are loaded for Nate Schwartz, who hit a 3-run bomb to left field into the trees in his last at-bat. The bases are loaded for him here. First pitch fastball hit pretty well. Left field and deep. Fellows going back onto the track. He leaps, and he can't make the catch. He's down on the ground. Ellis will pick it up. 1 run will score, 2 will score. Being held up at third base is Nate Schwartz. But all eyes turn to Cole Fellows out in left center field.
Got to give credit where credit is due there. Cole Fellows is up in left field. It looks like he's just laughing with Ryan Ellis. But, Nate Schwartz yesterday started his day 0 for 3 and then had 2 huge hits. Same thing here today. He's a good baseball player.
So a triple for Nate Schwartz, or a double rather for Nate Schwartz. Has him on second base. Pernetti got held up at third. And Josh Pernetti now looks to keep the line moving. 13-6 now, 2 runs home in the top of the 9th inning. So the Mudcats, like they've done all year, have made it interesting in the later innings. First pitch from Firestone. Fastball up and out, 1-0. Firestone set at the letters. Big, deep breath. Here it comes. Fastball hit straight away center field. Ryan Ellis in a sprint back onto the track. It's gone. 3-run home run for Josh Pernetti. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-run game.
the thing about baseball. You can never run out the clock. We saw it yesterday. Mudcats like to score in bunches. They're doing it again today. Made it interesting.
5 runs here in the top of the 9th. It's 13-9, and the Crawdads just seem they have not been able to put away the Mudcats really all season.
Just got to get one more out.
Crawdads are 1 out away from staying undefeated against the Mudcats this year, currently 5-0, and winning their 6th straight CCL series. It'll be Luke Piazza watching a first pitch fastball miss outside, 1-0. I think the last thing that this Crawdads team is to get somebody else up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
3 arms for the Crawdads today have been effective. The 1-0 fastball popped up just beyond the infield. Harrison going back in no man's land. He's able to reach up, make the basket catch on the run for out number 3, and the ball game is over. The Crawdads defeat the Mudcats 13-9. They secure their 6th straight CCL series victory. They are undefeated this year against the Mudcats. They survive a 5-run 9th and improve to 19-6. The Mudcats fall to 4-22 in the league overall. Mudcats 5-27, and the Crawdads 27-6-1. 6:41 is the game ending time. 2 hours, 48 minutes. Time of game. Winning pitcher for today is Cody Perry. The loser, Brian Arancha.
Thought Arancha was good. I thought Perry was really good. But at the end of the day, Crawdads bats did their thing.
Not much else to say from there. 13 runs on 15 hits, an error for the Crawdads. 9, 10, and 2 for the Mudcats. Me and Austin will step aside, hand the mics off to Justin DeHaas and Kobe Siegel. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss the post-game show. So for Austin Oda, my name is Carson Mercier, signing off. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads post-game show. I am your host, Justin DeHaas, alongside me, my co-host, Kobe Siegel, and we will have your player of the game interview shortly. Don't exactly know who it's going to be yet, so looking forward to that. But before we do that, let's take a look around the CCL. So, this look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care and large enough to compete. And so you got the Sonoma Stompers beating the Bay Area Admirals 11-4. Bottom of the 8th, and then you've got the Healdsburg Prude Packers. They are tied with the Lincoln Potters 0-0, top of the 1st, so looks like that game just started. And then down south, you have the OC Riptide beating the San Luis Obispos 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd, and the Academy Barons are beating the Conejo Oaks 3-1 in the top of the 2nd. And so that's all the out-of-town scores, but let's talk about the score that we have here. So the Crawdads win again, 13-9, and it was a close game to start off with, and then that 5th inning happened where the Crawdads managed to score 10 runs, which we figured out that the scoreboard at Monte Vista cannot handle double digits in an inning, as Kobe would know, as he runs the scoreboard. But so we had to figure that out, but we got it up there eventually. And, so that really blew the doors open for this team. And, look, they did kind of let the Mudcats creep in a little bit at the end. Solano scored 3 runs in the 8th and 5 runs in the 9th, but clearly they had enough run support to be able to, have enough cushion. And, look, it resulted in a 13-9 victory. What did you make of this game, Kobe?
Well, up until the 8th and 9th inning, it was going along very smoothly for the Crawdads. The game was not in doubt until the very end of the 9th, and that's what it should be. The first 7 innings are what you expect from this Crawdads team, but again, we did see them kind of let a team like the Mudcats back in, but overall, they still won. Offensively, especially, still pretty good game. The pitching, for the most part, was great. So, Cody Perry was fantastic for the first 5. So, that was really good to see a nice start. The Crawdads definitely needed to see a start with both quality and length.
Yeah, and you talked about Cody Perry, and I just want to give some stats to how good his performance was. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned run, and he had 5 strikeouts. And so it's really nice to see an outing like this from Cody Perry, because I mentioned on the pregame show where he's had a couple outings so far this year where he just gets lit up. But in between those outings, he had 7 innings where he didn't give up any runs through over the course of 3 games. And so we've seen these flashes where against the South Bay Storm, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts. And so for him to get 5 innings and 5 strikeouts, the most innings that he's pitched in a game so far this year, the most strikeouts he's had in a CCL game. It was really nice to see him go out there and really just give this team some length. And I think that was a huge thing, too, was that he gave them 5 innings. Ryan Delaney gave them a couple innings, 3 earned runs, but, it was still, before that, he was fine. He didn't give up any runs in those other 2. And, then Owen Firestone, we've been talking about how Owen, is a catcher and a bullpen arm now, but, today probably was his worst outing so far of the summer. He did allow 5 earned runs in the 9th inning, but, it didn't really matter at that point because, like I said, there was enough insurance runs to not have to worry if you're the Crawdads, and so fortunately that was the case. But yeah, what did you make of the Crawdads pitching today?
Well, especially from Cody Perry. He was just fantastic today, as we got Charlie Welch coming up here for the player of the game, 3 for 4 with a walk.
Yes, sir. And so your Crawdads player of the game is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles, a local shop with all your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. Charlie.
How you doing?
Pleasure having you on the squad.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so it's only your 2nd day here as a Crawdad, and you're already on the post-game show, and I just want to talk to you about what has it been like being a Crawdad so far over these last couple days?
Oh man, I love it. I'm honestly like so thankful that I get this opportunity. You know, this is only my third game, so just getting out here playing with the fellas, it's just been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah. So, you've only gotten out once, with your time in the Crawdads. Just, I mean, what's it been like? Can you describe how you've approached your at bats and what's gone well for you?
I'm seeing the ball pretty good right now. Um, since it's my first just couple at bats, I'm not really overthinking too much, so it's been pretty easy just seeing the ball. Basically, just see ball, hit ball, not thinking too much of location, just getting up there and swinging hard.
Yeah, and you're not only just not getting out, you also had 3 hits today, so you're making a lot of good contact. What was it about today's game? What was it about the Mudcats that you're seeing the ball really well?
You know, just staying disciplined, not getting out of the zone, swinging at good strikes, even though like taking a few pitches early in the count, seeing the pitchers. But yeah, just like I said, seeing the ball, hit the ball, easy as that.
Yeah, and not only was the offensive side good, but you made a really nice play at second base. I mean, a few nice plays, but uh, can you tell us like what can you kind of bring the to the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think defense is honestly my biggest strength. I've always been kind of locked down on that side of the ball. So, you know, just being locked in every pitch, can't take a pitch off. Obviously, when you take a pitch off, that's when the ball finds you. So, just staying locked in and making the routine plays routine. That's basically it.
Yeah, and last question here. Obviously, you took the first 2 games from the Mudcats. Simply put, what do you need to do to sweep the series?
Do exactly what we did today. Score a bunch of runs. Last inning kind of got a little ugly, but other than that, we played good defense, good pitching. So, you know, it's a team effort, team win. So just do that again tomorrow. We'll be all right.
All right, Charlie. Well, thank you for coming on to the show.
Thanks for having me,
Appreciate it.
fellas.
Alrighty, I'll take that
Have a
right
good
from you.
one.
You too. And your Crawdads Player of the Game is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles, a local shop of all your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. So it's nice having Charlie Welch onto the show. And look, talk to me about Charlie's performance. How was he able to play so well today? Quite frankly,
Well, Charlie is that was my first time meeting Charlie.
me too.
I think Charlie is awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, not only as a player but as a person. But I mean, it can definitely be kind of hard coming in. Your first few days with a team that's been together for a month and a half. You know, you're kind of the new guy. Everybody knows each other except for you, so that can be kind of hard. But credit to him, he's handled it well clearly, as he's only gotten out once and he's played great even second base.
Especially because there's so much continuity, right? It's almost like the Crawdads are good the way they are right now. Let's not mess this up. Let's not try to, put more onto it. If it ain't broke, why fix it, But getting a guy like Charlie Welch, it's just nice to see a new face in the lineup. And, the fact that he's producing already is just really incredible to see. We honestly didn't really know what we were going to get from him. He's a kid who he was at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo last year. He's going to be going to JUCO in San Mateo this upcoming year. And so, obviously wants to get those reps in the summer. And look, he looks pretty good so far. So it's nice to see, just another bat in the lineup. And for him to play second base, I mean, Ryan Ellis has been playing second base all year. And, you throw, it wasn't even Ellis off day. It was just Ryan Ellis in center field. But, clearly Brant felt comfortable putting Charlie Welch in that keystone spot. And, I mean, like you said, he did really well. He made a couple of spectacular plays. So it was fun to watch him play today. But it wasn't just him. I mean, everyone in the lineup got a hit today. Ryan Brome had 3 hits in the third spot. And, yeah, Nico Button had a couple of hits in the bottom lineup. Duroff had that grand slam in that inning. I mean, just talk about this lineup as a whole today.
Well, Brian Durf, I'm glad you mentioned him because he's quietly been struggling for a little bit, but today, I mean, we just saw the easy power. I mean, that grand slam just kind of flew off his bat. Didn't even look like he he swung that hard, but it was a line drive over the left field wall. I think he should have more home runs than he does. I think if we go by expected home runs, I think he should have like 3 or 4. But I mean, he has some really underrated power, and the ball flew off his bat today.
Remember that game against the Mudcats about before the break where, yeah, he hit a couple balls to the
Yeah.
warning track, and it seemed like both were going to go out, but the wind was blowing in, and that really hurt him. But I think that was the Karan Casey game, right? Wasn't
Yes, that was
first
a
game?
Colin Casey game.
And so, yeah, I mean, like you said, he has some good power, and that's not representative in his home run numbers because it seems like he should have more, but he doesn't. But yeah, it was nice to see him get that grand slam. And yeah, I mean, just talk to me about that 5th inning. I mean, what was going right for the Crawdads? Or I guess the easier question is, was there anything going wrong? Because it's hard to find anything.
Yeah, no, this offense, I mean, top to bottom is just so dangerous. Nobody is an easy out in this lineup, and it makes it harder for the Mudcats when you have 2 errors in one inning. We can talk about whether some things are errors, some things not, or whatever. But 2 errors and 3 maybe should be plays. There's play where Griffin Harrison got an infield single that maybe you could argue could have been made. So the defense, Mudcats, was not strong that inning. But that's if you give this Crawdad team extra outs, like they're going to punish you. If you give a team like the Crawdads 5 or 6 outs, like yeah, like they're gonna score a bunch of runs, and that's just what they did, taking their walks, realizing that Brian Arancha in his 5th inning of work was not as sharp. He was missing high a lot. So taking advantage of a struggling pitcher and not letting him off the hook.
Yeah, you talked about Brian Aranchi and how he struggled in that 5th inning, but you also mentioned the errors, and yeah, he gave up 7 runs, but only 2 of them were earned because of some errors that happened, and same thing with Lamperty, where yeah, he had allowed 6 runs, but only 2 of his runs were earned. So yeah, I mean, when 4 of the 13 runs are earned, that's that's pretty crazy to say. But another thing too, when talking about that Solano pitching, the fact that they only used 2 pitchers is kind of incredible. I mean, look, I get it. They gave up 13 runs. Like, you're not going to be happy about that anyways. But if there's a silver lining in all of this, at least they had 2 guys just eat up innings. I think that's something that you see a lot where they'll throw like 7 pitchers out there. It's like, all right, well, now you have a bunch of guys who are unavailable the next day. But I mean, theoretically, all hands are on deck for the last game, trying to avoid getting swept. But yeah, I mean, good thing. That's one good thing, I suppose. But it's hard to find that when you give up 13 runs. But I guess another good thing is the lineup. I mean, they had 4 guys get multiple hits, left the yard a few times. You got any final thoughts about the Mudcats in this lineup?
Well, the Mudcats lineup showed surprising pop today. Nate Schwartz had the longest home run I personally have seen at this field. That was crushed, and then he hit a double that just kept carrying in and almost went out. And then Ben Pernetti, 2 home runs today, both in the same place, straightaway center field. So I mean, I know we talked about going in how they didn't really have much thump in the lineup. Well, today we saw from 2 guys, they had thump 3 home runs total. So
Yeah, no, I mean, look, you can't complain too much if you're the Crawdads lineup or the Mudcats lineup. They put up 9 runs.
Yeah.
More times than not, that's going to win you ball games. It's just the pitching and obviously some of the errors that could have gotten them out of innings, but it just didn't. And it was very unfortunate if you're Solano. But I talked to Charlie about what do you have to do to sweep this series. He said do exactly what we did today. That's going to be the game plan at Vanden High School tomorrow. And so, look, the Crawdads are going to look for the sweep. Quite frankly, they need to do it because you look at the Healdsburg Prude Packers, they play the Lincoln Potters right now, and that game just started. But look, if Lincoln or if Healdsburg drops another game to Lincoln, all of a sudden now you're only, 2 games back at that point, and you got the series against Healdsburg next week. So if you're the Crawdads, you need to win the games that you're supposed to win. Quite frankly, the Solano Mudcats are a team that when they're in last place in the CCL North, you should probably beat them, especially since you're the second place team. So looking forward to that. But Kobe will be there at the game. Will be my off day, so he's going to carry the fort there. And yeah, so but please tune in to that game. We have another 5 o'clock start time, so hopefully there's no sunset during the game because that would be quite unfortunate. But hopefully game goes by maybe a little faster than it did last time. Last time it was 3.5 hours. Maybe you could get out there sooner. Who knows? But just tune into that game. 5 o'clock start time at Vanden High School on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. And speaking of that network, that's what we're on right now. So thank you again for watching the Walnut Creek Crawdads post-game show. For my co-host, Kobe Siegel, I am Justin DeHaas. Thank you again for watching our show.